Oh. Old Verdooch Nugs.
Hey.
Holler. Holler. How we doing?
I'm fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine. I mean,
Are you fine? Let's talk about how fine you are. Can we talk about your like number one enemy at this point, aside from Pablo Sandoval? Like maybe 1A, 1B, Pablo Sandoval, Carlos Correa. And I mean, he just took center stage with calming Framber Valdez down, just quieting the situation, and coming up hitting a double. Like he's just that's a little too late, Manuel Margot. I mean, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about seeing that unfold? Because your hatred can be what it is for him. The production has been what it's been, and then he goes and just pulls that move that for Astros fans, like if they could love him anymore, if that was even possible, they just fell in love. They just walked right off that cliff into love with him.
I feel like this is an easy response. I've never said anything about Carlos Correa as a baseball player or as a teammate or anything. Well, no, actually, as a teammate, I do have things to say. But I've never said anything about him as a player. I just don't like him as a person. And I feel like those two things are separate. So he can hit all the baseballs with a stick that he wants. That doesn't make me like him anymore or any less. So
yeah, but I mean, we all like it. It is what it is. Like if you see somebody that you've had a headbutt with, or like maybe you have an issue, and like it because it's what you do. You're around him, or not around him, but
I was around him.
You're covering him. You're in his realm. He's in your realm.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, never said anything about him as a player.
He'd be out on the list if there were 10 people on your list that you don't want to see do well. Where would he be? Who's higher than he? Who's higher, him or Pablo Sandoval?
Pablo's got that on lock. I don't need to wish that on him. Hey!
Oh, this guy. What's up, buddy?
Yeah, this guy's right. You guys talk about Carlos Correa right now.
Yeah, did you hear it?
Why in the fuck was he tagging from second base over the left fielder's head? Why wasn't he halfway? Why wasn't he in no man's land?
That's a very simple. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I love that the White Sox Dave just joined the stream from the clouds and then just starts talking about something that, like, if you've been watching this live stream since the beginning of the postseason, that was such an Easter egg gift. Like, it was such like a payoff. Like, hey, like you've been watching since season 1 and we're in like season 6 now. And it's like, oh, fuck. Like if you're an OG stream watcher, then you knew what that was all about. But there are probably people watching right now that have no idea what you're talking about or why you're here or why you just said that.
I'll let Dallas explain that.
I mean, Dave,
There's
you're gonna get undressed right now, and I'm gonna give you every opportunity to avoid this.
no, I am not going to get undressed.
So hold on. So then I'm going to give you the option then, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to give you the option to shut up and to listen to the explanation and to not make noise so that you can then start to make noise after I'm done. I want you to listen to what I'm going to explain to you so that you have an idea of what the fucking difference is. Okay?
All you.
How would you like to go about this? Do you want to just jump in?
No, it's all good. I won't say a word until you give me the go ahead to speak.
So, one, we're talking about a ball. I have to believe you're trolling. Like I can't. But let me ask. You know what? Before I even get into my explanation, let me ask you: are you genuinely curious, or because right now, if you are wanting to be looked at with any sort of baseball integrity, I have to know if you're serious or if you need this explanation, because I want you to learn if we're going to go down this road.
Okay, is this just a yes and no question, or can I explain it after I give my answer?
It is a very, very yes or no question, because there's no reason to explain whether or not you're being an asshole or you're genuinely interested. You're either being an asshole or you're genuinely interested. There's really no gray area there.
No,
so I'll let you tell us, what are you? Are you an asshole or are you genuinely interested in learning something?
But this is where both. Yes, I am both of those.
So then I'm not going to waste my time and even entertain it, because you know the difference.
There was minuscule differences in those two plays.
Dave, if we were to take the shot of those balls being caught and we were to ask what's different about these photos,
yes,
you probably wouldn't be able to give me a list long enough to fill out. You just wouldn't. Stop it. I genuinely am not interested in even listening to what's coming out of your mouth. Then you're going to make the people who are here dumber for having spoken.
That is not true.
That is absolutely true. That is absolutely, as somebody who got paid to play this game, Dave, I can't let you talk right now. I can't let you do that. These people, for whatever reason they're here, they're dumb or they're bored and they're hanging out with Jared and I, and you were brilliant. But at this point in time, you're just going to make other people dumber for listening to you try to walk through your defense of how this is as similar as you think it could possibly be. You just walked into a PhD course, Dave, and you haven't even learned how to tie your fucking shoes yet. Stop.
I'm at
Stop
this.
it.
Genuinely.
I can't. Dave, you're dumber than me. I can't.
I can't
do it, Dave. I can't do it. I don't have it in me.
Then can I?
I don't have it in me, Dave. I just can't. I can't. I want you to watch. You know what I'll do? You time-elapse yourself watching the video 1,000 times over. Each one of them. Time-elapse yourself watching those videos each 1,000 times. And then come back, and then we can have the conversation.
I mean, it's not.
Hold on. Let me interject here for 1 second. Dave has been here for like 10 minutes. You guys have been arguing the entire time. He's holding a microphone that is for sure not plugged in.
I forgot to switch it over. It is plugged in. You can see the red light. Can you see the red light?
Yeah, it's just
I did not switch it though from my. I forgot to do that. You are indeed correct. I forgot to switch it to his B device. So now it should sound a little better.
Nope, not yet.
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah. There, that's better. Freddie, you son of a bitch. Get out of my DMs, Freddie. My God. I'm going to start charging you rent, Freddie.
What do we got, Dave?
No, Dave, that's Dave's option. Time-lapse the
going.
views 2,000 times, and then you can come back and then you can talk about it. Because then you won't have to talk about
Dave,
it.
microphone's still not working.
You would have learned.
I'm going to drop it, but I'll end by saying I, at this point, am genuinely wondering if you're just trolling me now.
No. Why, Dave? I would be very interested. Turner here. Hey, Los Doyers.
What channel is that game on?
What channel is it on? What are you doing?
I'm watching the Rays game.
Why? That's not even a game anymore.
I know. You're absolutely right. What channel is it on?
247. Oh, wait, you have Camcast. I don't know.
Camcast.
Do you have a name of the channel? I can do that. Hold on.
TBS. No, sorry. Fox Sports
Dodgers.
1.
No, just Fox.
Dodgers.
Oh, my TV says FS1.
Oh, I know channel that is.
Ha.
Like, when are people going to start putting some respect on Andre Scrubs' name?
Dodgers.
Dodgers.
D-A-D.
Dodgers.
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 Camcast.
Camcast.
We got here for the Braves right now.
Is there any chance Tampa wins Game 7?
I mean, is there, if you could call a timeout in baseball, like for a day, this is when you would call it.
Absolutely.
Like it on, and what sucks is like some of the camera shots that we've seen when the Astros are going to work at the plate of the Rays players in the field after the runs are scoring and shit. Like they look like they have had their souls taken from like out of their belly button. Like they just look, it looks painful. It looks like it hurts. Like they almost, like they're standing on the beach watching that wave, like just coming for them. It's like they saw it off in the distance up 3-0 and they're like, kidding me? It's nothing. And now it's like, oh, shit.
Yep. It's too bad.
Minter's been pretty fucking good. I forgot about him.
Any intel on why Valdez was so mad? Are we talking about the Valdez Yandy Diaz?
Yeah, what the fuck was up with that?
It was so what? Diaz is Cuban as well, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you understand, like again, this is winter ball culture. This is baseball played in other places very differently. Like when we're talking world games and shit like that, Cuba has been well known for being very emotional, positively, negatively at times towards the umpires, towards other teams, whatever. I'm not saying this was a negative necessarily interaction like it has been in the past during international play, but this is a peek into the emotion that foreign players play with, especially on the game's highest level, regardless of fans in the stands or not. And that's something that I always, that was cheese, chili con queso from the fucking lefty. That's something that I have always respected about Latin ball players. Bro, they don't need anybody in the stands to get up, to get pumped for a ball. What? Like, if you think about the road that they travel to get here, that's why I actually tweeted the story about Arozarena coming over here and coming to Mexico and like making Mexico his home, and how if he were to be playing international baseball, if he were to be playing in the WBC when they get that thing cranking again, he's trying to play for Mexico because of what that place has been for him. Because as a Cuban, you have to come over and establish third country residence before you can enter into the free agent draft for Major League Baseball. So a lot of Cubans will go to, maybe Central America or find their way to Mexico, somewhere around. And that's how they start their life. And they find their way to America and they get that visa stuff worked out and never leave the U.S. But some stay here.
Dallas, have you ever heard any horror stories about the Buscons who
All day, man.
like
All
basically smuggle these guys?
All day.
It's
All
fuck
day. And like kids, dude,
dirty
kids
part of
were,
baseball.
like something that I used to do when I got, because like in spring training, you get cleats, like more cleats than I could wear in a year.
Mhm.
I'll have in my locker in spring training, right? And there was one lefty that I just loved him. We spoke maybe 6 words of English back and forth together. It was like if we were going to have any sort of relationship, it was going to be me teaching him some English, me continuing to learn their dialect of Spanish, because it's different, different words, but it's all the same, really. But a lefty named Pedro Figueroa, I made sure that dude had cleats and a glove before he was able to be established and get his own shit over here stateside, even as a young kid in the Arizona League. But I was like, and that's something that like I'm not cool for doing. That's something a lot of guys would do. You establish that relationship with those young Latin guys just because they're fucking fun. They're funny. And I, again, like I said, I love the way they play the game, man. Like I love it. It's genuine. It is pure. Like, it's honestly, aside from Little League to the College World Series to, I would say, Winter Ball, like WBC, that is the purest forms of the game. But the horror stories of guys, you getting almost their entire, and at times their entire bonuses taken, and you're promised the ability to get your family from A to B, and that doesn't happen, that falls through, or it's, initially the price tag is very low for your Buscon, and you're like, wow, that's great. And then you find out it's because he's going to tack on another 30, 40, 50% to get you those people to where you thought they were going to be anyway. Now he's kind of holding you and your family ransom, and it's like, well, shit, are you extorting me? Yeah, absolutely. That's exactly what's happening. And these kids have no defense at all. So for all the people who play with these kids and don't realize that the reason that they're 4 and 5 deep in a hotel room early on is to save money, and like, you have no idea what's going on in their background to have gotten them here.
Yeah, there's the story. It only came out, I want to say, like 18 months ago, of how Jose Abreu basically got smuggled like he was like a sex slave or something across. It was to Mexico, and he had to eat his fake passport, literally like a leather blue passport. He had to eat it. He was like living in crates and boats and shit. It's super fucked up.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, yeah, think about all the shit that Puig went through. Like,
yeah, he's like still getting extorted, right?
Come on, man. Like, that story has roots.
I'm surprised no one, like, I'm talking no one like someone on the level of Ken Rosenthal or something like that has ever done a deep dive into the bowels of baseball like that. Because I mean, I've only heard whispers, not nearly what you've had having played with some of these guys. And it's,
you gotta understand. Yeah, I mean, those are honestly, those are stories. Those are stories that get told by more of like an investigative reporter, like maybe a guy like TJ Quinn,
something like that. Yeah. Fucking Bob Woodward.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the Wright. What's his name? Wright Thompson. Is that his name? The dude who, like, he's a long form, like buckle down. It's going to be an hour-long read probably if Wright's banging it out, but you're not getting
feature length on Puig's like whole story.
Who, Wright?
I don't know who the writer was. I just know it was ESPN.
Yeah, I think he was right, and it was awesome.
Yeah,
you're not getting that kind of, like, it was detail. It was just, he's a fucking, yeah, he's a wordsmith. And that's honestly the only reason I'm going to say that's high praise is because I'm the last dude to be telling you who a great writer is. He just
Scott Eden.
Frederick, damn it. Yeah. So what do we want to talk about, Rays fans? We got any Rays homies in the chat? Where are we at? We here?
Walks off the island for ESPN the magazine.
Can't hear Jared.
What?
Can't hear Jared.
I can hear Jared.
This has been a nightly thing where Dallas has technical difficulties, and then he says,
I don't have technical difficulties. Tampa, hang in there, baby. Freddie.
The Angels got Jakes in the 2005 Fuck the Whites. Maybe they did, but
that's a double for Frederick Freeman.
Oh, someone's got a knife outside my building. That's good.
Someone's what?
I get crime notifications to my phone and watch, and someone's got a knife outside my building right now. There's a police presence.
Do you have a scanner?
No, it's called Citizens. It's a free app, and anybody can download it, and it picks up the scanner. I actually like it. I downloaded it because it tracks coronavirus cases. It shows you where the hot spots are.
You're trying to go to a low percentile establishment?
No, not necessarily. I was more just out of curiosity when I downloaded it, and then I downloaded it fully anticipating just delete it eventually because I don't really care. But at the same time, I was curious, so I kept it because of the crime thing. It's kind of cool, actually.
Has COVID gotten in the way of your relationship with cocaine during quarantine?
Yeah. Trust your dealer to show up wearing a mask or does it go no mask?
Yeah, how does that work out? Is there an attachment that goes on your mask for the straw or whatever you use? How do you?
I use Hondos, C notes. Not that you know anything about $100 bill.
Notes. Dave's rolling notes. Oh,
and
here's the bear.
Cigarette with them.
Here's your boy, Carabas. Marcello Zuna.
Dude, talk about fucking hitting pay dirt on that 1-year deal.
Yeah, hey. What's going on right now back there? Is Dustin May just too dirty for his own good for the Fresh Prince right now? Fresh Prince can't handle this freckled funk right here coming out of
cross up
May.
Not catching the baseball.
I don't even think he got crossed up there.
The shit's just dirty. It's just 100 plus.
Yeah, he didn't get crossed up. He just dropped it.
Hey! Yeah, that's strike. That's strike.
That's a good point, Peyton. Maybe it's White Sox Dave's dealer that's outside with the knife.
Yeah, Dave. Is that the real reason Dave burst on the chat to make himself public right now? So if somebody comes creeping in, maybe this time when we see someone come in the background, it is going to be in your house. It's not going to be me.
Maybe. Yeah, I'll reiterate it just so this rumor doesn't start hitting. I do not use
rumor at this point. Most people,
I have never used it. I would love to use it, but I would never stop using it. So ignorance is bliss.
So
what were your
Nicotine's considered a stimulant, isn't it?
What's that?
Nicotine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not a. I don't smoke cigarettes. What were your thoughts when you saw Blake Snell taken out of the game at the moment he was taken out of the game?
Are you asking me?
And then his reaction. I'm asking both of you.
Jared, you can go. If you
Jared was talking to somebody.
Wasn't
he?
Got cash over managed, and I liked Snell's reaction. He was at 80 pitches, right? 82, 83 or something.
82.
Yeah.
And he looked fucking good. He was cruising. Managers, I mean, I don't know if this is, actually probably is recency bias, but I mean, I feel like if you throw 6-7 pitchers in any given game, the hit rate on every single pitcher being on his A game goes down the more pitchers that throw. You're going to have someone shit the bed. Not everybody's going to be on their A game on the same given day. Right. So I would roll with the hot hand. What did he give up? A double before that pitch or a walk or whatever it was? He's Blake Snell. He won the Cy Young 2 years ago. He looks great right now.
You know what? Hey, just End on that. Stop talking right now, because I've never agreed with you more than right now.
I was done. So we're good.
Good. Outstanding. You nailed that. Because I feel the same way. At the,
Oh, that's a strike.
you gotta let that pony run, man. You got to.
Should I just leave now and then a high note like Stanza?
No, God no. The people have been clamoring for WSD for a while. I feel like we've been cheating the people, but you're here.
I like to just do the impromptu pop in.
Yeah, just
without any heads up.
Out of left field in a baseball stream. How about that?
Crazy.
Trav?
Uh-oh.
Nope. Darn nope. Damn it. All good. Dave.
Yo.
Dave, can we talk about something real quick?
You can.
Why is he not tagging from first, Dave?
Completely different situation.
Why is he not tagging from first, Dave?
He's not tagging from first because, the throw's way shorter, first of all. And second of all, even if he did tag from first, I wouldn't have hated that. But
the throw's way shorter. So hold on. So this throw, Mookie not even touching the wall. Mookie bets, by the way, that arm.
Yeah, true.
Not even touching the wall. Why doesn't he tag?
He doesn't tag there because there's a runner behind him. For one. For two.
Hold on. The runner at first has a runner behind him?
Yes. The hitter?
Yeah, you think he's gonna, you think he can stand off the bag? Like he's not that hitter, Dave? That hitter, that's not gonna be a double.
It's either caught or it's gone. There's not really any in between there, which is different from when it was Mankata hit that ball, and that ball is either there's three possible outcomes for that ball that Mankata hit: out, off the wall, double, extra bases, maybe a triple, or gone. That ball is either gone because of the trajectory, which he was reading at first base, and there was only two outcomes. It's either gone or he catches it with his back to the fence or close to the fence.
I love you.
And even if he did start working back to tag, I wouldn't have necessarily hated it.
Just want him working back. I feel like that was a that was a cry for you, right? At one point in time, you just wanted your guy working back. That's all.
I did. And I'll say it again. When I said he should have been on the base tagging, I worded that poorly. I just wanted him to be in a position where he could have gotten to third base should he have chosen to go to third base. He wasn't. He was in no man's land.
Oh.
Now,
yeah, and you know what's not good about this Rays game right here, right now?
What?
Is all of these guys are going to be throwing tomorrow as well, and it's not going well for them right now.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, they've seen him. That's why Castillo, once he blew it, he was at like 5 pitches. Like, get him out of there. They've already fucking seen him so many times. And you're probably going to need him tomorrow.
That's why. Oh man, that's why you guys.
It's over.
Snell, you got to.
Here's over.
I just don't like that. I don't like that move.
I don't know. I don't know that Tampa can stop them.
No, that's why I said, dude, it feels like a wave.
Tracks, but I don't think Tampa can at this point.
if the Dodgers don't win it all this year, which looks like it probably the case at this point, do you think Kershaw ever wins one?
I would have to. Who's a free agent with the Dodgers next year?
Kershaw's got one. Next year is his last year on the deal. I'm pretty sure. Let me go to the.
So I was thinking that what's that window look like? 2 years? before they would have to really start to pay attention to that roster? Jock, Stripling, right? We know that. Yeah, Seager.
Turner's a free agent this winter.
Who?
Turner.
Is he really?
Yeah, I didn't know that either. Peterson is, I know that.
Kike.
Yeah, Kike. A bunch of their bullpen is. But you can fix that in a year or a winter.
Chase, you trying to lift off? I mean, what do we need? What do we?
Seager's in R3 next year. I mean, they got guys they got to pick. So what do we got there, Jared? Is that max bet? There's a glare. Pro Pack series. I was thinking about dropping $300 on a Pro Preferred the other day, but I didn't.
Oh, did you just get that?
Me?
Yeah, you.
No, I've had this. It's a fucking axe bat. I love the axe bat.
Oh. Yeah, there's going to be I'm interested to see what do we have any sound on Blake Snell post game yet? Or sorry, I can't wait to hear the sound on Blake Snell post game.
You already read a book, Dallas?
Oh yeah.
You want it? All right. People talk about the Bobby Bonilla deferments like it's something crazy. The Dodgers are paying Scott Kazmir $8 million next year.
That's insane.
They paid him $8 million this year prior to the prorated shit, so I don't know what he made. He might have got it all, actually.
I mean, the Red Sox are still paying Manny.
Yeah, the White Sox finished with Paul Konerko next year. He retired in like 2013, maybe 14.
Yeah, there's a lot of teams that are still paying players.
Scherzer's getting paid through like 2040 or something.
Who?
Scherzer. It's something crazy. He's got a ton of deferrals.
Yelich is the same thing too.
Mm-hmm.
Yelich is getting paid until he's like 65.
Yeah, the idea that's the idea of generational wealth, my man. Is that money's doing push-ups right now.
Yeah, I don't hate that. I would do that. I would prefer that. Like, I know like some guys like, give me my money, I want it now. But like once you're getting paid like $300 million, it's like, I don't need all that right now, but I'm probably going to buy some dumb shit while I'm young. And then I'd like to still be getting that paycheck when I'm in my fucking 40s.
Yeah, he did. Woo.
First start since 2015 with Dana.
Minter got that Ginsu out. Correa hits a grand slam right here. You can put the Rays to bed tomorrow. Done. Over.
Jared, do you like Bellinger?
Do I like the what now?
Bellinger?
Yeah, I love Bellinger. He's a dear friend.
Is he?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. Just something about him I fucking hate.
So, I mean, he's an avid book reader, and he's in the same friend group. It's like him, Cole Tucker, Bobby Dahlbeck, Yelich, like all the dudes that live out in Arizona in the off season. So I kind of like infiltrated that friend group like last year, and they're all just like super chill dudes. There's like another dude, Jamie Westbrook. I don't know who he's with right now. Maybe the D-backs, but yeah, they all like live in the same complex.
Without the other, I needed to hear that
There
because
it was.
for completely irrational reasons, mainly how he kind of carries himself on the field, I just fucking hate him. Same for Jack Peterson prior to the last year or two.
If you met him, you'd be like, this dude is super chill and completely harmless. He's one with the earth.
It's probably the case for most ball players that I've ever met, really.
I got Bregman hitting a fucking rocket. Just an absolute missile coming up right now. Oh, Bregman. Sell me some t-shirts, Bregman. Here comes Carabas. Here comes Bregman on the Saugus rocket. Oh shit. Dave, do you have one of those shirts? I feel like you need one of those shirts.
What shirt is that?
Once Bregman hits this rocket here, he's going to work it back to 2-2 and then take advantage of a slider that just doesn't get to the back foot. That's what I got going here.
That one didn't really get back to the back foot.
Oh. It's fucking queso on the mittens right there. Yeah, Minter is big boying him right now. Big boying him. Let's talk about Minter.
Jared, did you get a lot of love for your Yankees postgame video when they lost?
Yeah, the video did well.
That was probably the greatest thing I've ever seen on the internet. The best part was when you were talking about Cole and you had to like catch yourself from laughing. And then it was so fucking perfect.
Yeah, I was like, you can't even use we didn't have Cole excuse. He pitched in this game that you lost and got eliminated.
It was so fucking good.
I mean, but like the thing about Yankee fans is that they're so delusional that like they signed Garrett Cole and were so insufferable about winning the World Series since last December. And then by the next day, like I stayed up the night that the Yankees got eliminated. I think it was like a Friday. I stayed up until 4:30 in the morning just chirping Yankee fans on Twitter. And then I finally went to bed, woke up the next morning and started doing it again. And by lunchtime, Yankee fans were like, all right, dude, like we get it. Like move on. It's like it hasn't even been 24 hours yet of me doing this and you guys are tapping out. Like you guys are huge, huge, huge pussies. Come on, we get it. Like, get over it. It's like you literally were talking shit for 10 months. I can't even make it through 24 hours without you guys tapping out.
Just fucking assholes, the whole lot of them.
Yeah.
Like every last one of them.
Yep.
I wouldn't have even given a flying fuck if March and his little Twitter group of cronies didn't just come at me in droves every day. Every day. I was praying to God that the White Sox played them in the first round. It wouldn't have been free, but in that 1% chance it would have, the White Sox would have beat them. I would have never let them hear the end of it.
I had a t-shirt ready to go if they won the World Series, 27.5 rings.
That would have almost made it worth it.
Yeah. 27.5 rings, bro.
How's Subs doing?
I don't know. I haven't seen those guys. I know Martin.
Is he blogging like teacher sex scandals or something?
Is he?
I have no idea.
He doesn't have the Yankees to blog about. No, Hubs actually blogs a shit ton. Like he literally hates me for bringing you guys onto his stream. Like literally hates my guts.
Well, he can fuck off because that was the best content.
You should tell him, hey, you're welcome, because you couldn't get him on your stream.
Yeah,
That's what you should have told him.
that was literally the most interesting thing that happened on his stream all night.
I was trying to jab him and barb him. They weren't even having it.
Oh no, Hubs. That's why I love Hubs, is because there's just like different. He gets a little sensitive.
Hubs thinks he's like the fucking Ken Rosenthal of the Yankees. Like he doesn't want anyone else like ruining his stream. It's like no. The only reason why people watch your stream is to see other people fuck it up. Like that's why people watch it. Like people watch it to see you guys lose.
You are so mean.
I'm
just saying. I mean, like
I mean that is true to some extent. Nobody on.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm just telling Jared he's mean.
I mean, I
think that was mean though. Like no one's tuning in to fucking watch the Yankees unless you're tuning in to watch them lose, other than Yankees fans.
Yeah,
there's no fucking like the Rays right now. I'm kind of rooting for the Rays, even though I'm not.
Oh!
What game?
Right in the dick, the Dodger game.
There's a reason why.
Show me the replay, Smitty. Come on, don't cheat me of that replay. That ball jostles around right there in the cradle, and you don't give me a over. Come on.
He didn't even flinch.
What?
Does he even have a dick? He didn't even flinch.
He just. Oh, tough.
Ball out. Yeah, I was
Chipper
really forward
calling for Minter.
If the Yankees made it to the LCS, I was gonna go.
You were gonna go and just
yeah. I was gonna go if it was Astros Yankees. You kidding me? That's where all the juice is. This postseason has had no juice.
Hey. Yeah, I've got no desire to go to the World Series.
Same. I mean, if it was Dodgers Astros, I would have risked it all for that.
No, like if we're gonna do streams for the World Series, I'd much rather sit here and hang out and talk shit and watch the game than have to mind my P's and Q's in an arena that I just probably shouldn't be in anyway.
Yeah. Have you been to a World Series game?
Yeah, we went from 2018.
It's actually how I met one of my very good friends who was in a musical band.
Who's that?
I met his mom in the parking lot. Me and another guy were playing Flip Cup with Jameson in the parking lot, and just him and I. And this guy's mom walked up and asked me, "Hey, are you Dallas? Blah blah blah." Yeah. She was like, "That's cool. Do you know who Revolution is?" And I was like,
I love that fucking band.
I was like, yeah, sure do. She was like, well, my son's name is Dallas too. And I was like, okay, I'm not sure of the connection there. She was like, my son is the drummer for Revolution, Wesley Dallas Finley. And I was like, no fucking way. This is awesome. She's like, yeah, would you talk to him right now? I was like, yeah.
Get him over here.
No, well, he wasn't there. He was on the phone. So she called him and was like, yo, I'm talking to blah. So like we got on the phone. I was like, yo, I can't believe I'm talking to you. He was like, I can't believe I'm talking to you. So like we just, we connected and then I became friends with all those guys. And you want to talk about quality human beings, quality fucking human beings, each and every one of those dudes, man. Like each and every one of them. is just a solid dude. That whole group.
They I'd say they're I love that kind. That's my favorite style of music. Sublime's my favorite band. Slightly Stupid I love. Revolution is awesome.
Yeah, I became really good friends with the bass player with his name's Marley.
Yeah. Marley Williams, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Marley D. Next question. Marley D. Williams.
Yeah. Awesome fucking band.
They're incredible. Eric, dude, Eric does the lead singer. He does like acoustic sets and shit, like very small scale pre-COVID stuff. Like very intimate settings, 100 people, 75 people, 200 people, like very small. It's fucking amazing. Rory ripping shit up on the boards, dude. Like those guys, they crush each and every one of them. What's that?
He's on the keys. That's
yeah.
Like I've never actually ran into someone that enjoys their music like at all, let alone loves them like you. So that's like small.
Oh, dude, I was down. So the first concert one of their first concerts I went to, like we were out in Hawaii. Put it like this. I was on my way home from Hawaii and Marley called me and was like, yo, just saw you're in Oahu. We're going to be there in 2 days. Don't leave. I was like, all right, I won't. I'll stay.
Yeah.
So I stayed and they came in and played and I fucking raged with those dudes. I was the asshole on stage that like I had 2 beers in my hand, sunglasses on, no shirt, board shorts. Like I was the dude who you were absolutely looking on stage going, who the fuck is that guy? And why is he on the stage right now? Like, what does he do? I've never even heard of that guy. And I just watched him play and I jammed out like their whole set. It was fucking incredible. But yeah, I mean, I've known those dudes for a minute. It's been awesome to watch their growth.
Yep.
And Iration, Iration?
I absolutely know Iration.
Those are my guys as well, man. Those dudes are incredible too.
I went and saw Slightly Stupid for the first time last summer.
Yep.
They were out in Chicago. I couldn't find anybody to even go with me, so I went alone. Only time I've ever done anything like that alone.
I could go to either one of those shows alone, and bro, because straight up, and I'm not just being cheesy when I say this. You go to their concerts, either one of those groups, Reb or Iration, and you're not alone. You are instantly amongst friends because that's just the vibe, man.
That's it. And like I can get kind of lost in that music when they just start jamming out. Like, what game you got on now?
Dodger is he? Oh shit, he did it. Dance B. Woo! That is fucking huge right there. Huge. Obviously he's in motion, but that play is in front of you and that ball is hit hard off the bat of Cakes. So for Dansby to say fuck it and go first to third right there in the face of the left fielder, that's big. Who's that, Pollock? Yeah.
That's why I fucking love Nick Marchakis too, because he hits that 5-6 hole like that. It was like perfection.
Dave, do yourself a favor. Check the numbers. Me, Marchakis.
I'm sure you dominated him.
Dominated?
Dominated.
No, he's honestly, did Manny just hit another homer?
Huh?
Manny Margot just hit a homer. It's a little more interesting.
What do you got over there? 4-score game? Or 4-run game?
3. Well, I mean, yeah, 4 to win.
I don't even know how to look this up, to be honest. But I would like, and it wasn't very frequently. It was when he was on the Orioles more. But Nick Marchakis against Chris Sale, he's like the only lefty. Him, well, Victor Martinez is a switch here, but Nick Marchakis could stay inside a Chris Sale fastball and just pepper that 5-6 hole with regularity. And I'm like, dude, this is like, people are watching this and see a single. Like, I was watching, I'm like amazed by how easily he would do that off Chris Sale.
Well, Chris Sale and I are two very different dudes.
Yeah, of course.
Those for me against Cakes, those outs were away. Oh shit, he was coming too. Safety squeeze. Woo. Wow. Snit. Let's go. I love it. Love that. How about that? Pache!
Knock.
No.
We're going.
For the youngster. I love it.
We're going.
Oh, shit. Hot seat.
That's a pretty good pitch, too.
And that ball's squared up right back up through the box.
That was an 0-2 pitch. Yikes.
On the edge. I really hope they don't fire him.
It's up, though. Bam. You can hit that.
Yeah, it was a little up. I really hope the Dodgers don't fire
Dave Roberts.
Yeah, Roberts, because that would mean the Sox are fucked.
Sox? Why?
Because they would have the Dodgers. I'm sure Hinch would rather Hinch or Cora would rather take over the Dodgers.
Cora is already writing out Red Sox lineups
Literally.
in the dirt on the beach. Like that's what AC's doing.
Money speaks.
What's that?
Money speaks. Dodgers have lots of it. The Dodgers have lots of it.
Yeah, I got Cora still taking the Sox job.
You think?
Huh?
Why didn't they fired him yet? What's his name?
Huh? What?
Why haven't the Red Sox fired what's his name? Their manager, Renicky or whatever.
They have. Where the fuck have you been?
You're fucking.
And I swear to God, I do not remember hearing that.
Why is everyone saying Cora 2021 if they already have?
Yeah, but I mean, there was obviously extenuating circumstances. I had no idea that they already canned his ass.
Literally the last day of the season. He got fired before the game. They fired him and let him manage the last game.
And he did it?
Yeah.
I mean, you're there. Fuck it. Try to take a big league ball game.
Ozzie Guillen did the same. Well, Ozzie Guillen did the opposite, I should say. They told him he wasn't coming back, and he just didn't show up the last 3 games.
It reminds me of when we were when I forget where we were coming from, but our manager had just been fired, and we were flying through an absolute hellacious fucking storm. Not great at all. Bad scene. And we had the option to reroute and like go another way and go to a different city and stop and then, go again with a clear window. He was like, nope. Straight through. We're going to fucking Oakland. We are not rerouting. Oh yeah. So there was several like 500-foot drops, just woof, woof, and then
like putting the seat rest.
Well, honestly, like at that point, we're all like, "Fuck it, who cares? Whatever."
If we go down, we go down.
It's yeah. It's May. We're gonna get a new manager or whatever it was. I don't know what it was. It was early. Yeah. Would you like we can reroute, Skip. We can nope. Wagons west. See, so here's Curtis for the Rays. Didn't he start yesterday?
Yep. He's gonna walk Acuna.
Who's on deck?
Fucking
Albies?
maybe. Nothing. Mookie.
Oh, Freddie Freeman.
Yeah, it is Freeman. Freeman, Ozuna, Darno.
I was man, it's been a long fucking inning. Freeman just feels like.
Well, he's about to throw his 50th pitch right now.
Yeah. What do you do here if you're Roberts? I mean, who's loosening right now? I haven't even seen. Like, Renteria would have yanked him fucking 30 pitches ago, literally.
Yeah, we saw that happen with the old innings eater, didn't we?
It was just fucking stupid. Like, dude, I think it was 15 pitches. Gives up a couple singles. Let him. At very worst, what you know you're going to get out of Dane Dunning is you're going to get strikes. He's going to be around the zone.
And innings, too.
Well, at least thirds of innings.
I mean,
Full thirds.
He may have gone 5 and given up 5, but that's better than what actually happened.
Oh, Freddie, get big. Ow.
Ooh.
All right, Rays, here you go. Ball down. Mr. Wendell, let's go. Mr. Wendell, yeah.
Ooh. There's an interesting one.
What's that?
Omar Alvarado 34. Dave Roberts gets fires and the Dodgers go after Ron Washington.
Wash. That'd be hilarious.
Resurrection of Wash.
I mean, that's more the same. I mean, obviously, it's not he's all over that.
Yeah,
like,
that's a. I mean, you're talking about going back a couple of generations beyond Dave Roberts.
Yes, absolutely. But I mean, he couldn't get the Rangers over the hump. What was it? 2 years in a row they went to the World Series, and then
they were what, an out away and a strike away?
They were a strike away 2 times.
Yeah. God damn.
I mean, that is fucking heartbreaking. Heartbreaking.
That's holy fuck. And a strike away twice.
A strike away.
I've never. I mean, the White Sox have only gone to one World Series in my lifetime. I guess I lost it in 2005. The Bears lost the Super Bowl to the Colts. 2005.
Right out Marshall Falk.
No, he was well gone by then. I mean, he was on the Rams, but
that was the edge.
It was the edge, right? It was when Hester returned the opening kick to the house, and everyone's like, "Oh fuck yeah, they're gonna actually win." They didn't. But that's the only time I've had to deal with a championship loss, and I was like, couldn't watch Sports Center, couldn't fucking eat. I was like losing sleep. If my team lost 2 World Series in a row, when they only had to record 1 strike to win it in back-to-back years, I don't know what I'd fucking do. And imagine if you're a player on those teams.
Hang with them.
That's a bad beat right there.
Hang with them. Not as bad as the Rays getting beat right now.
I don't really want to talk about that.
Of candle do I got?
That was a die. RCTD. I see you. I see you working. Joseph Adai.
Double dunk was bad. I was at that game. That's when Carl went batshit crazy.
Yeah. That was actually hilarious.
I didn't see it until I got home because my phone was frozen. And
oh, fuck. I cannot believe this.
I don't even like that they're going in Game 7. I don't like that at all.
Remember when I said if they win this, it was it was obviously it was the 3-1 or the 3-0. Said it almost feels like it's 2-2. Or no, I said if it was 2-0, it would feel like it was 2-2. If they would win that game, and they didn't. But now that they're in this situation and they've won at 3-0, this feels like it's over. So all you had to do is win 1 game at 2-0 to make it feel like it'd be 2-2. Winning this game makes it feel like Game 7's already over.
I think when they were talking on the broadcast, before last night, the Astros were watching 2004 highlights for inspiration. I bet you everyone on the 2004 Red Sox fucking hates those guys. Why don't you go draw inspiration somewhere else?
Hates the Astros.
Yeah. Carlos Correa calls someone fucking Kevin Millar for inspiration, or you're not gonna get it from Dave Roberts. You're not gonna get it from Ortiz.
No, I mean that's
Veritek. Veritek would tell you to fuck off.
You think all those guys would honestly not answer those phone calls? Choi! Oh, that's not Choi.
Jesus Christ, clean it up, Dallas.
Mute him. 5 minutes. We can do a little catching up on our end, Jared.
That'd be great. Dallas has he's done that a few times. I've had to.
I'm a sucker for a sweet swinging lefty.
Is Springer going to get $100 million?
Peterson?
No, Springer.
Oh, $100 million.
Be a free agent.
Next year is his age 31 season.
You're flagged. That was bad.
Yeah, he was UConn. He was a year after Barnes, I want to say.
Oh, Rosa Raider.
They were
Looming.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh,
I wouldn't be surprised if someone like him just took a 1-year deal worth $25 million and then did it again, maybe.
Okay. Oh, Presley shaking that elbow. What's going on? You all right?
Who is Mays?
No, Presley shaking the shit out of his elbow. Minter just leaving it all out there right now. Love it.
I don't know. What do you think? What do you think he gets?
I think if it were a normal year without this pandemic and salary suppression, he'd get $100 million easy, I would say. He's a fucking stud.
Hike.
Oh,
Not a fucking ball. Not a fucking ball, Jock.
I don't know
Oh,
how I feel about Jock Peterson.
you not a fan of him or what?
The Dodgers did this like the Dodgers did this like behind the scenes vlog or whatever when Joe Kelly came back to Boston and Jock was in the tunnel and it sounded like he was like mocking Barstool. That's like the impression that I got.
Really?
Yeah, I'll see if I can find the video.
Yeah, I would need context. Are they challenging it just in case? Just in case that foot was up?
I'm sending it to Britt.
back. Yeah, he's out. Way to go.
Wow.
Maybe I'm wrong, but we can watch it in just a minute.
What?
I sent it to Bryn. I said, you can make your own judgment. Game 7.
Oh. Just heartbreak on the face of the Rays.
I mean,
Sitting
what do
there
you-
watching that unfold. Shit. Game 7.
You know what sucks is that I'll save it.
Oh.
Is it maybe just because my team isn't in it, but like the whole 4 nights and I guess the no fans thing, but like the Red Sox coming back from being down 0-3 was way more exciting than this series. Maybe it was just because like of what happened the year before, and
Yeah, there's no like there's just this is a great example of what last year can do for like what those kind of transgressions can do for you as a team / organization / down to the player. Because there's guys on that team who aren't going to get crushed. And then there's guys on the team who will get crushed by fans from here on out.
Yeah.
But you can't it almost feels like you can't celebrate them totally because you feel like I said, you feel like you haven't gotten your pound of flesh as a fan. Like you haven't been able to say your piece and say what you want to say or scream what you want to scream at BP or during a game, right? So you're thinking, well, shit. Can I like turn the page right now and actually hope that they become the second team ever in the history of the game to come back from a 3-0 deficit?
How many?
My city, Barstool Sports. Police report.
I didn't get it. Who was that?
Jock.
No, I know it's Jock, but who was the dude? Like that he. Oh, that.
My city, Barstool Sports. Police report.
I don't
Well,
even.
he's got something in his mouth. He's chewing something, right?
I don't know. What do you think? Do you think he's mocking Barstool?
Who was there? Who was with him?
Joe Kelly,
Well, no, I understand that. I'm saying
Austin Barnes.
right, but were you there?
No,
Yeah, why would he just say Barstool Sports like out loud?
he came back to Boston. That was when he came back to Boston with the Dodgers last year.
Oh yeah, so like I thought that was Barstool footage.
No, that's the Dodgers team vlog for the Dodgers YouTube channel.
Maybe he just assumed it was Barstool because
No
of
chance.
the relationship you've had with
wasn't
Joe Kelly
there.
when he was there.
I wasn't there.
No, that's fine. We established that. But I'm saying that's maybe what he thought because he sees a camera with him there and he's back in Boston. That's maybe what he was doing, is putting those things together. Like, oh, he's back in Boston. I know Barstool, is a Boston-based group or whatever, East Coast group, and you've done stuff with Barstool before. I'm just throwing that out there.
Feels like a reach. I don't know what the answer is, but
Yeah, that's it. I would need to know like way more context. I feel like what if you're gonna mock Barstool Sports, like why just kind of say their name like that?
yeah.
I don't know.
And that's why I asked you, like, is it the tone of his voice? Is it how he's saying it? So if you play it again, watch his mouth, watch his like, oh, Mookie locked up. He's eating something. He's got something in his mouth. So like as he's talking, he's also chewing, and that could be.
My city, Barstool Sports. Bleacher Report.
Then
yeah, like
as he's talking as well. So like if you're going to take all of it into context, that can impact the way you say shit. And if you're highlighting the voice and the tone, you have to take that into consideration.
I don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea. Minter getting Mookie like that was filtered.
Oh, and someone's saying that Barnes is the one who said it and not Jock.
So that's not true. It was Jock.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, so just see if you can get him on the pod.
I mean, I think like we saw him at Yelich's softball game, and I made a comment about it. I forget what I said, but I made a comment about it when I met him. And I don't think he knew what I was talking about.
That's what we're here for, Jackson. The deepest of the deep breakdowns. You think it's simple. It's not that simple.
Not that simple.
This is like sub-internet shit.
I'm a forensic specialist. You remember that show? You guys ever watch that show what was it called? Not The Network, with Jeremy Piven. That was like a global wide dragnet type thing where everybody could send in videos and shit of perpetrators committing crimes.
Jeremy, like America's Most Wanted type shit.
Yeah.
Jeremy, I did not know Jeremy Piven hosted a show like that.
He didn't. No, it wasn't. It was an actual, like it was a series.
Hold on, I've not seen it, but I'm like, you piqued my interest a little bit.
It's a great series, and then it went away because Jeremy Piven got in trouble.
Yeah, he got canceled.
Yeah. What's the name of it, Dave? You looking it up?
Justice League?
No.
Wisdom of the Crowd, Mr. Selfridge.
No, what was it? What was the last one?
Mr. Selfridge.
No, the one before that.
Wisdom of the Crowd.
Nope.
It's an Israeli series.
It's the newest series he's done.
I'm looking. Those are the two. I mean, WWE Raw where he hosted it. Yeah. I'm not. Are you sure it's Jeremy Piven?
Yeah. Like something in the crowd or something like that.
Wisdom of the Crowd.
What? Crop? What are you saying?
Crowd. Wisdom of the Crowd. Israeli series of the same name by Shira Haddad. Jeffrey Tanner is obsessed with finding the two who murdered his daughter.
Yes.
Developed an online crowdsourcing app called Sophie.
There it is. Sophie, there you go. Yep. Yes, that's it. Wisdom of the crowd. Of a crowd, whatever. If you could speak correctly and take the piece out of your mouth, I'd be able to understand you. Get your mic at Comcast.
Comcast.
Here's Joe Kelly.
Barstool Sports.
Jared, offended.
Yeah, I didn't care for it.
Defend the Shield.
Yeah, I didn't care for it. I would like to know the context.
What the fuck is
All right, how about this? If Joe Kelly punches Ozuna out, you have to tweet him that video and ask him what the fuck, what's, just want to clear some things up. Care to come on the pod and discuss? Thoughts on that?
No.
Why not? We can't have these things just looming.
Ooh.
We're going to tie up these loose ends.
That's not how that works. I mean, we could probably get him on the pod pretty easily. Like, we know a bunch of people on the Dodgers.
Hey!
Did you see the video that Joe Kelly's son made?
Yeah. Let's go.
He's just like pounding his chest like a psycho, like his dad. So, like, that video was all Joe Kelly.
Oh, squared up.
Hey, what inning is it? We got to the bottom of the third. Do you guys want to pass the cup for the rest of the game? I don't know if it's legal or not, but we can make it a fake pass the cup game and then maybe take it to private conversations later.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
You know what pass the cup is? Just everybody throws in $5, whatever arbitrary amount of money, into a cup. Obviously, we don't have a cup. You do this when you're like sitting in the bleachers at Wrigley or something. Then you have $15 since it's three of us. Batter up if he hits a single, gets on base, walk, hit by pitch, you take $1 out. If he gets out, you put $1 in, and then you just keep going until someone hits a home run, then you get the whole pot. So triple, you'd take $3 out. If he grounds into double play, you put $2 in, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, we'll do it.
I feel like we're going to get a text in 2 seconds telling us that we can't do
No, time out. Here, let me explain how this is going to go. For those early Craigslist users, this one's for you. For a small donation of 20 roses, Dave, would you be willing to pass the cup for a starting line at 20 roses, to donate 20 roses?
Absolutely.
Perfect. Jared, would you be willing to donate 20 roses to the game?
Sure.
We'll call it Pass the Bouquet. How's that sound?
Love that.
All right. So a little Pass the Bouquet, 60 rose bouquet to start with.
I love it.
All right. Who's keeping track of that? Chat, you're on this.
Chat's on it.
So maybe someone else that can count math. I can do math. I can count numbers.
I don't know what the fuck's going on. Just tell me how many roses.
Okay, so
I have by the
like at any point in time, you can pick about it. So you know what? Fuck it. Right here. Darnell, my guy, 3-1. I'm picking him, Dave. Can I pick him? I know it's mid-AB.
We got to figure it goes in order though, like a batting order. So starting next, you can have the first batter, all right?
No, I want Darno. He's been my guy. He's been my X factor.
That's fine. You can have it here. So if he gets out, you put $1 in.
Right, I owe $1.
Yeah, single.
He gets a knock.
It's a rose.
A rose. Excuse me. Why'd you say dollar, Dave?
It's a rose.
Why'd you say dollar?
We're donating roses to charity. Full count.
The entire chat is like, I don't get it.
No, they all get it. Every one of these dirty bastards gets it.
They're like, what goes on?
JMO was in honors math in high school. So
yeah. Hey, how about this, Jared? You want to see how many of them get it? If you understand what the roses is all about, just shoot me a rose right now. Just holler at her. Oh, get down. Let's go, Brent. Give me $1. Woo!
a rose.
A rose. Give me a rose. Give me a rose. See, Dave, you planted that shit in my head. You prick. Man, your irresponsibility is really going to get in the way of. Yeah, that's one rose for now. Zeus. Oh, man.
Let's go. We need come here to lose. We came here to win. And we need fireworks. And we need to win the trophy. Let's go.
Let's go. So far, not working out.
All right, who's up? Jared, you can have it.
Huh?
You can have it.
Have what?
It's your turn. It goes in order. So it'll go Dallas to you to me, back to Dallas, and then just goes in a circle.
Somebody needs to write this down.
I don't understand it at all.
It's very simple. It's very simple. So right now you have Ozzy Albies, okay?
Yeah.
If Ozzy Albies, so right now, Jared, what I need you to do is donate a rose to the bouquet. So you would just, honestly, you could write down J, D, DB, and you could keep track of everybody like I'm going to. You would right now be minus one rose. You would owe a rose to the bouquet. Should the next hitter that it lands on, it being your turn, should that individual get a hit, reach base otherwise, you would receive a rose. So you effectively would have no roses. Does that make sense now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that's how it goes for each of us. And it keeps going until a guy hits a home run. And when and if that guy hits a home run, you get the entire bouquet. So right now, oh, Mookie!
That was trapped.
No, that was caught.
That was
And
trapped.
he was probably out if Mookie gets it out of his glove the first time.
That's trapped.
Didn't even have to dive. Hey, that's the manager I was talking about that got fired.
I mean, that's just an unbelievable throw right there.
That's you want to know where that's from? That's from being an infielder.
Yeah, that little like short arm, side arm throw. Yeah,
Making it on the run and some
400 feet.
Oh.
Yeah, Jared, get out of here.
So Jared has -1 roses thus far.
Yes, so Jared owes a rose to the bouquet.
And so does.
Actually, you know what? Technically, it was a sack fly. Wasn't an official plate appearance.
No. We're not. No technicalities. None of that bullshit.
That's fine.
Wait, what?
Jared's -1 roses right now.
Like Dave was just
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
I had Albies. That wasn't Albies. So whoever's after me is also -1.
Very true. Dave, you're negative a rose because he had Albies. Now this is on me.
Oh shit! He was like 2 feet off the base right there. He's gonna be out.
Well, he didn't tag home plate?
No, he didn't tag from third base.
Oh, I was going to say, did you just refer to home plate as a base?
No, I was referring to third base as third base.
Oh, you're okay.
Never tagged. You missed
I'm not seeing what you're seeing though. I'm not seeing the no tag.
They'll show it again. Watch.
What replay are you looking at?
The one from 30 seconds ago.
Jesus. You still an hour behind us?
Yeah, unfortunately. Comcast is doing me bad.
Comcast.
There we go. A plat at a babe. No, I'm ahead. I am winning. I have the most roses.
I haven't gone yet, so I got 0.
You just went.
That was Jared.
No, it wasn't. Ozzy Albies was Jared's guy.
Okay.
This game is not fun.
Last one. My bad.
Not having fun.
It's Dave boxing it right now. Oh, wow. 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 And the overturn. Dave, you should have to drink for that.
Ugh.
Oh, man.
That's how do you do that? That's bad.
Roses, roses, roses. Omar, rally flight?
Yeah, I think it's probably hammer time.
I'll do it for you, boys. Rally flight. Dave, this is where I leave for a very small amount of time, and then I come back, and I'm even more fun.
Can't wait.
Not true. I feel like sometimes when he goes to read a book, he comes back like super angry or like disoriented, just like arguing about shit that like doesn't matter at
That
all.
was just during the A series.
No, you did it last night. He came back and went on a rant about like pilots. Came back and was like, "What's the deal with pilots and their microphones?" And just started freaking out. That was just last night. Had nothing to do with the A's.
I mean,
I don't really remember that, so it doesn't count.
I was on a flight out to Philly last week, and I wish the pilot would have used his microphone a little more. We were talking about turbulence earlier, Dallas. I was on one of those planes with like the 3 rows of seats with 2 aisles.
Sure.
It was a fucking huge plane, and I mean, it probably held like 300 plus people, and there was maybe 50 feet.
That's pilot rant.
And there was it. So I had my own row. I was kind of leaning on the window trying to pass out, and we're getting towards Philly. We're over PA, and there was a older lady. I would say probably about 60-ish, watching a movie on her iPad in the middle row. And we hit a storm. The pilot didn't tell us to expect turbulence or anything, and the plane must have dropped 500 feet. It happened so long. I saw space between the iPad and the tray table thing. It was the most terrifying experience of my life. I thought we were going down. I thought we were going to die. I was soaked in sweat by the time that plane landed.
Those are the worst, those are easily the worst moments of my life. Are those moments on it? But you know what? Every time I've had that moment, I was with my teammates, and you do have that feeling like going down with the homies,
like Almost Famous style. Everybody starts bitching about each other.
going down with the homies.
But then the pilot gets on. He's like, "We're really sorry." This probably lasted, I would say, 20 seconds, and it felt like 20 minutes. It was hell on earth. And after he he was trying to get underneath the clouds because we were descending, and he gets on the microphone. He's like, "Sorry about that. They didn't tell us to expect any turbulence." We're like, "Hey, what the fuck, asshole?" So it's the opposite. I wish he would have talked more.
All right, I got to make a phone call. My book and bookmark. Hello. Can you bring my book and bookmark up to the office, please? Oh. Yeah, I do. We'll go. Yeah, rally cocktail for sure. Throw some of that gold reserve in there. Yep. All right. Later. Give me the lasty Matsick. Oh, did he? That was loud. That was loud. Get up. Get up. Oh, shit. Pache. He could have had that.
He could have had that.
He could have had that. I don't want to be mad at him right now, but I feel like I'm already mad at him because I think I already love him. And I think I already expect that from him.
I mean, who was up?
Seager? No, I don't give a shit who was up.
No,
He
I'm
was
talking
back.
about the cup.
I was up. That's my guy. Yes.
Guy.
Let's go. Fuck yeah. 120 roses, bitches. Or,
Isn't that 2 roses?
no, it's 180 roses.
No, it's 40 roses total.
Why was I thinking 60?
60 is the total pot, so you get your 20 roses back, and then 20 roses from Jared and I, and starts over.
Yeah, that's right. DB. Oh, hey. You smell that? Oh, the roses.
I don't get this game.
Let's go. Yes, I will accept this rose. Oh. Let's do it.
Oh, I'm all over that. Jared
I can't fucking chat. What's up? I can't chat. I want to chat. I want to throw a chat out there. Oh, let's go. Atta baby. Roses.
How much?
If I had 2 dozen roses. Hello?
Hey, look at Jared!
Jamerson Reserve. Are we out of that? Yeah, that gold bottle, the gold reserve. Oh my God.
Colby Cortas is correct.
Okay, I'll show you the bottle when I get home. Oh, all right. Bye. Oh, that's beautiful. So this is Jared's guy?
Yes. No, Jared's guy just went. That was
No, yeah, so Jared owes a rose. So technically, you each owe me 21 roses.
Yes.
So I'm due 62 total roses.
Yes. Correct.
Hey, hey. I'm just making sure, just keeping track of that shit.
So Jared and I, you keep your 20 roses, 21 technically since you got out. So Jared and I both owe you 21 roses.
Yes. Not deep enough.
Swile Rose.
All right. Yeah. Do it. 62 roses. Dave doesn't have any roses. Jared?
On a rose again.
No roses. 42 roses. You leave me alone. I've nailed it. All right.
Yeah, Platt.
Oh.
Platt is correct. This game is so much easier in person.
Joe Kelly was laughing at him.
Ooh, that's all play right there.
Ooh. Hot Prince. Fresh Paisy. What did were the Dodgers top 5 in team batting average against lefties? They were not, right? Were they? Oh, yeah. Boom. Boom. Beautiful. Yeah, I'll keep it up here. Thank you. Sludge. Mookie. Oh, Moke Dog.
Pitch. We got that game's over. All right. What do you guys want to talk about?
What do you want to talk about?
You tell me. I thought you said you were going to come back with a little more pizzazz and spunk.
Oh, I was waiting on my beverage, and it's here, and my bookmark and book have arrived. So now's when.
What kind of beverage are we talking right now?
You know what, Dave? That's what we call a teaser. We'll talk beverages when I return.
What's that look?
Ryan.
Jared's clueless. I tried to get Jared to drink on. He has not had odd beer, not a single drop of beverage, Dave.
That's not true.
30 plus hours of streaming, nothing.
Incorrect. I was drinking a dark and stormy the other night.
Craft beer?
No.
What is it?
Dark and stormy?
Yeah, I don't think I know what that is.
It's ginger beer with black rum, Gosling's black rum.
I have not had that.
It's delicious.
That sounds good. I do like rum.
Yeah, a little black rum.
I got home. I was supposed to go to a birthday party tonight. I started falling asleep on my couch at like 5:30 p.m. in my jeans. And I'm like, I'm not doing shit tonight. And I'm glad I didn't.
I'd like to be doing shit tonight.
We've had a long, 10 days being out in Philly. Then we had a busy fucking week out here. We had Erica out here. We were doing shit with her.
I feel like I've been on camera for the last 3.5 weeks.
I don't know how you guys do it out in New York. Cameras piping in on you every single second you're there. I'd go fucking crazy.
I mean, most people did.
What do we got, Dallas? What are we working with now?
This is just it's Jameson Reserve, but it's a cranberry ball.
Ball.
So instead of an ice cube, it's a cranberry ice cube.
Oh, that sounds fucking delicious, actually.
They so like when I spent me and Brian Wilson went and backpacked Ireland for 3 weeks. Like we landed in Dublin at 5 a.m. with just our backpacks and hiked the countryside.
That's awesome.
For 3 weeks. Stayed in fucking hostels and bed and breakfast, slept outside, fucking cemeteries. But we went and toured this the Jameson distillery, and they were telling us the 3 best ways to drink it is neat with water or an ice cube, or with cranberry juice, because the cherry oak casks that it's stored in, the cranberry accents the flavor and brings it out. And so they were going through this whole spiel, and
that's delicious.
Yeah, and it is. So these cranberry balls, because you have you get through 3 or 4 of these bad boys on one ball, and you
You're toasted.
well, you're like, is that only one ball? Blake Trinan, some of the most absolutely filthy and disgusting shit on
He's
the
got
planet.
the heaviest fastball in baseball. It's just fucking so heavy. 97 with that kind of sink.
It's a sinker.
It's like a fucking splitty action, but fastball velocity, and it's fucking filth. I don't know how he hit it.
Sanker. It is completely useless, but I've got a lot of completely useless knowledge.
Damn.
What are the odds Blake comes back to Oakland if Liam leaves?
0.
Not strong. Because the Dodgers are a proven team that will pay him far more than Oakland would be willing to pay him. And he is not shouldering near the load in a place like LA that he would be in Oakland. That being said, it's not like he's just locked down coming back. So, I mean, if it was between those two teams for whatever reason, that's LA's winning that negotiation battle all day long if they wanted him.
Are the A's going to re-sign Hendricks?
I mean, you would like to think so, but they've got decisions to make, Dave.
Lots.
Him, Simeon, so yeah. Hads. Jay Hads. Peep game.
Nick.
How old is he now? He's been around the block a little bit.
Who?
Who's that?
Trinan.
Yeah, came over from the Nationals.
They
He
like
was with us.
gave him away.
What's that?
They just fucking gave him away, right? Because he was bad with them. Then he was just all of a sudden a star in Oakland, from if I recall correctly.
Yeah, he had a historical season. If I remember correctly, he's the first reliever to have 100 punch outs, sub 1 ERA, and something else. Like 40 saves or something like that.
Yeah, I want to say it was 3 years ago when he was with Washington. He was just like so bad. They just handed him out basically, and then he turns on and did that with Oakland.
Yeah, it was Doolittle and Ryan Madsen.
Mm-hmm.
For Trinan and El Problema.
Oh, Blake.
Oh.
Seems like a weird spot.
What's that?
Seems like a weird spot.
For him?
Yeah.
It's go time.
I guess. I just don't know if Dustin May can give you 3 innings and you want to go with Trinan early, wouldn't you save him?
Trying to probably going back out there.
Right. So then it's like, all right, so he can give you 2. Then wouldn't you save him for the 5th inning when you're going to get top of the order in the middle of the order?
What, for him?
Yeah, you got 7, 8, 9. Why Trinan for that?
Well, maybe it's just because you've got him figured out for 7, 8, 9, 1, 2, 3, and this is an easy way. Like 7, 8, 9 done. He knows, and he's going to work through that efficiently, hopefully, and then 1, 2, 3, and then he's out of it.
I
Because then from there, you're talking about 6th inning, 7th inning, 8th inning.
Yeah, I forgot
Ninth
that
inning.
Kelly for an inning too.
What's that?
I forgot Kelly pitched an inning too.
Some friends out. I haven't said anything.
What are you drinking, Dave?
Tap water that I refill in a gallon old water.
Oh,
I was telling when you went to go get your drink, I was like dozing off on my couch earlier, and I'm like, I'm not doing shit tonight. So I'm spending it with you fine gentlemen, and I'm decided not to consume any alcohol.
wow. Why? Why would you do that to yourself?
Because I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna run tomorrow. I like that.
Why are you from? What are you running from?
Fucking Coke dealer trying to collect.
Tell me what you're running from. She said everything and everyone.
For just to get a natural high because I don't get any other sort of highs. So I like the endorphin rush you get after a nice, hour-long run, go 6-7 miles.
You have never experienced runner's high. You have to get your heart rate above 180 for that, Dave. And like the highest your heart rate gets is when you're trying to digest a fucking hot roast beef. That's about as much effort as you exert on a daily. Maybe a slice of deep dish, you start to sweat. Maybe you get a little drippage on the brow. That's about as hard as you're working. I'm surprised you don't have the jawline of a fucking superhero the way you chew. So I don't see you going out and choosing running or physical exertion as a source of high. I'm sorry. Maybe I got you read wrong.
Just a moment.
Sorry, go ahead.
1 second.
Are you going to show me some high school video of you winning the state cross country championship or some shit?
Even better, Dallas. Even better.
Dave on the cover of Runners Weekly.
Perhaps.
I ran cross country in high school. What are you screenshotting?
Don't worry about it.
Oh, let's hear it.
It's coming. I'm just waiting for a response. But it's coming.
From who?
We'll find out.
What are you doing? Yeah, what's going on with Jared? Yeah, baseball in high school is cross country. You're right.
That is actually true.
We absolutely got buried.
My coach is a hard ass, and if he didn't like how he practiced, we run till he puked.
Jared went to go get his Hooters delivery. Mobile Hooters. Mobile Hootskins. JUCO. Best years of my life.
I wish to God I would have gone to JUCO.
Dolly on a skateboard, Chipper. Mobile Hooters. JUCO was phenomenal.
It's my biggest regret in life is not going to JUCO. Easily one of them.
I mean, nothing warmed my heart more than checking the board in the morning before weights and just seeing your day. And it had 18 innings of baseball.
It was
23 innings of baseball.
I'm sure it was just like it.
I was just like, oh God,
Yes. The regret I had.
Yeah, yes. This is all I get to do. Just a fucking tired ass bus ride. What we think of the green? Love the green. Yeah, I'm telling you right now. And I am not saying this. I've been on this. Groundskeeper for the Oakland A's put me onto the new Stick Figure album. And I know you already saw the video of oh boy Dogface on the skateboard slamming Cranberry. His new video that he posted with Set the World on Fire by Stick Figure. But that new Stick Figure album is straight up from front to back fire. I would get that in you, Dave. You like
Yeah,
you like the reggae? You're on that reggae train?
it's like all I listen to. Yeah,
Buddy.
for the most.
I'm telling you right now, like you download that album right now, the new Stick Figure. It is
What's the name of it?
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Yeah, this is exactly my kind of shit. So,
Like I'm telling you right now, that shit is
World on Fire.
yes. That's hold on, that's the song. You asked me for the name of the album, and I don't remember the name off.
Yeah, it says. I mean, they came out August 30th, 2019. I'm on their Wikipedia now.
Yeah.
World on Fire is the name of the album.
So then, yeah, that's it. It's the newest one.
Yeah, they got. I love Citizen Coke too. Green Day. I think they're kind of overrated.
World on Fire.
One of my favorite bands.
You are correct.
Yeah, that I'm gonna hit that up immediately. I stumbled upon that. Do you like Louisiana blues at all? Hey, look at that. Who's that, Dallas?
I don't know. Who does that? Doesn't
Who is? What is this right here?
I don't know. I can't read. Hold on. I gotta get closer so I can read the screen.
What's that say?
You came in 32,673rd place, huh?
I knew that's exactly what you were gonna fucking say.
You asked me what it said, and I happened to. I'm not cherry picking, Dave. That was one of the numbers that.
Yeah, that's right. I'm bragging about.
bragging about
years ago. Actually, the merit.
Could you imagine being the guy who brings up a workout from 3 years ago up at the bar? Oh yeah, hey, this fucking Tuesday, this one Tuesday at Planet Fitness, I was shredding the fucking bike. It was one of my best days ever.
3 years ago to the day, maybe literally to the day.
What was that? 0.5K? What was that?
No, it was a marathon. Not to brag.
Was that a BLK? A block?
I never brag about running 26.2 miles.
Oh man, you know what? This is a God's honest assessment or God's honest truth here. My wife and I had talked about training for a half marathon so that we could then finish, so that we could then do a marathon, running the LA marathon before the COVID hit. And secretly, I'm glad that was never a thing.
It's honestly I didn't Google I just went out and would run, and I built up, and I got to 22 miles before the actual marathon 2 weeks before it. And then if you can finish a half marathon, you can finish a full marathon. I just have such great respect for
people that understand what it takes to push your body. I do.
It was 80 degrees that day, which was by far and away the worst part. Because right now, 3 years later, it's 50-ish here, which is ideal for that. It was fucking hot that day.
And I prefer to run in the cold as well. Give me 60 degrees. I mean, I'll take it dry. I'll take it moist in the air. It doesn't matter. I don't care if it's cool or not. Like that. I like that cold burn.
Yeah. But I did it because two of my buddies from high school did it the year before, and it was the next night, I believe. We're at a bar, and we started. I'm like, yeah, I could finish one too. Shut the fuck up about it. And they're like, no, you fucking couldn't, you fat lazy ass. So it was birthed from a drunk conversation. And I'm like, fuck you, I'm going to do it. And then I signed up for it the next day.
Oh yeah,
And I did it.
that's great. I love that. Yeah. Jared's just waiting for somebody to spike the punch.
Yeah. These guys are talking about fucking 5Ks and shit.
Oh, you know what we haven't been doing? Keeping track of roses.
I just remembered that. We forgot about that.
So we'll say you guys owe me like another 42 roses.
No, you got to put money in the pot now. You got to put it all back.
All right, so we start over.
I'm joking. I don't care. We can start over. I'll pay you. I'll Venmo you right after the game.
Jared won't. He's not good for it.
I'll order your roses right after the game.
Personal checks only.
Well,
Business
see, Dave, you're a man of character, Dave.
Why is that sarcastic?
No. I mean, have you done anything that would not indicate you're a man of character? Like you've lived up to everything that you said you would do and have done.
Yeah, I always do.
Yeah.
Never try to, shortcut or take the easy way out or renege on anything. No, I've never done that.
Slider down and away. Whoop. I mean, the Dodgers have got.
What do we get for a start time for Game 7?
If Mookie, I got Mookie going deep. I got Mookie going deep if Mookie gets up. Yeah. I got Mookie. Turning on a heater up. That just gets overthrown, kind of flattens out. Whap! CJ.
What do we got tomorrow? Tomorrow's the 17th, yeah.
Oh. Tomorrow what?
Is it 17th? All right, so a potential Game 6 would be first. That'd be 4:38, but Game 7, regardless, is at 8:37. So prime time spot.
Yeah, where are your feelings at right now? Game 7 tomorrow.
I really don't fucking know. Like you knew the Red Sox weren't going to lose Game 7 once they came back. They just had so much momentum. But like,
did you really just bring up the Red Sox right now?
Yeah.
Tell me when you've got the yearbook closed.
I mean, we're talking about the only other time a team is forced to Game 7 after being down 0-3. You knew the Red Sox were going to win that Game 7. They had all the momentum. The Astros have momentum.
You don't feel like they don't have all the momentum?
No, they do. Rhodey just brought up a comment. He said, Carabas, is it true you only got your job because of a hot girlfriend? And I told that story on the stream the other night. It's a true story.
I don't think I know this story. Can you retell it?
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear it.
So it was 2014, and I'm at Fenway, and it's David Ortiz night, and I'm in the stands watching the game, and the thing is, it was me just minding my own business game,
think he cut out.
No, he's covered his speaker.
And that's how I got noticed.
Somebody clipped off.
What?
I thought you posted it. What'd you take a fucking screenshot of earlier?
That was my marathon finish.
Oh, okay.
Why? What'd you think I did?
Oh, I didn't know. I had no idea.
I sent it to Bryn. What did someone? What are you talking about? I feel like I'm like missing out on a joke right now.
No, you're not. Well,
Episode
Carabas, he wanted to tell a story the other day about how he started to work at Barstool, and he asked me if he had ever told it to me before, and
I haven't.
And he, I think he got.
What's the story then, Dallas? What's the story?
Whoa, hey, see, as you can tell right now, he's. I mean, maybe if he feathers slightly ruffled, not a lot, just slightly, ever so slight. And I don't know why. I asked him to tell me the story, Dave, and I was paying full attention, and he refused to tell me the story.
I told the story. I told the whole fucking thing.
And he told it just like he told it again right here.
Yeah.
It's Bush League.
It was 2014. I was at Fenway. It was Red Sox Nation Day. I was there with my hot girlfriend. And someone sent Feilberg the picture. And he blogged it. And then he ended up following me on Twitter. And then that's how
Freddie Freeman's not been happy about this trade. It's a strike. Hey! Yep, that's a strike. Like it or not, strike. You don't like it?
Nah, either or. Coin flip.
Coin flip is in the square.
No, it was Red Sox Nation Day.
I feel like that pitch does not get called frequently anymore. What kind of umpire we got today? Look at that! What a fucking.
I don't know who's behind the plate.
How do you get any barrel on that pitch? It's just fucking crazy how good he is.
People in the chat love the fucking story.
Who are you talking about?
Freddie Freeman. Like that pitch was in the dirt and he caught good wood on it a little bit.
Nathan.
I want to ask this question to both of you guys. Who's your favorite person that follows you on Twitter?
My grandmother. Do I win?
Honestly, I would have to think about that one.
Who's the most famous person that follows you both on Twitter?
When he originally followed me, I was like, oh shit. But then I saw he follows like everybody. John Cena. He's like.
John Cena doesn't follow me, I don't think. I don't think he follows a lot of people, does he?
I think he's one of those guys that follows like 500,000 people or something.
He follows 121,000 people.
Yeah. He followed me and I was like, what the fuck is John Cena following me for?
I have no idea.
He's probably the most recognizable, I would say.
I have no clue.
Jose Batista follows all of us.
He does not follow me. And
Really?
I will never follow him, even if he does follow me eventually.
I don't follow him. He hasn't tweeted in like 3 years.
It's got to be a bot that does that, right? Or something.
I
Joe
heard
Bautista?
Yeah.
that he like hired a social media manager, and the whole plan was to like follow every baseball fan so that people would like him, and then he just followed like 800 million people. So like it didn't work.
John Cena is. I saw an interview with him. It was at the end of last year. He ran into some dude at a restaurant, and he's telling this interview, and I was like very impressed with how well spoken he was. He seemed very eloquent, and it was a random fan, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm a Padres fan," and he's like, "Oh, I'm throwing out the first pitch at a Padres game this year," and he said, I forget, it's like, it was kind of like the Fight Club scene where he's like, "You better be on your way to becoming a veterinarian," and he's like, "If you can prove it to me by the time I'm at this game, you can sit in the box with me and I'll buy you dinner and take you for a limo ride or some shit that night." And the kid actually followed through on it. So John Cena followed through on his end of the deal too. It was actually a really cool story. I don't think it got much play around the web though.
Urban Santana does follow.
Does Chef Ramsay follow you guys?
No.
Urban Santana follows everybody, yeah.
Chef Ramsay follows me.
He's famous as fuck.
Drew Carey follows me.
I
My
remember
wife knows Drew Carey. Can I drop that name?
Drew Carey. He's very famous.
Yeah, like homies. That was one of my weirder, like, because I don't know fucking famous people.
Who's the most famous person you know?
What's that?
Huh?
Who's the most famous people like you guys know personally?
That I know personally?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Bryce Harper, cross up Central.
Yeah, Harper. I've never spoken on him, obviously, but honestly, I'd probably throw Dan or Dave up there.
Oh, did that hit him right in the fucking under? Oh,
He's got his scrotum fucking taken clean.
no, it didn't hit him in the balls, but it hit him right in that area that it's not quite the ass cheek. It's not quite the thigh. It's not quite the all the way upper inner thigh. It's that area that if you ever get pinched or like caught in a seatbelt or
That's a base hit.
put that in the pocket. Yeah. Oh. My God.
John Mayer's on one of my bucket lists of people I'd like to just get fucked up with. I bet you he's got a million stories.
For days.
Yeah, what kind of stories are you looking for?
Any.
You trying to live vicariously through him?
No, just I love listening to cool stories. Like, you should both read it. It's a quick read, but read Hawk Harrelson's autobiography. He's Forrest Gump. The dude has seen fucking everything.
I love Hawk Harrelson.
I love that man. I love that man. It was the biggest crime of COVID was that he didn't get to give a speech at Cooperstown this year because this was his induction year. It's a fucking.
I feel like they're going to make that all right.
He's doing it next year. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was with Joe Namath the night before he guaranteed Super Bowl. They were at a club in Miami getting fucked up. He was in LA one time and Frank Sinatra recognized him and sent him hookers to his hotel room.
Wait, who? Hawk?
Harrison, yeah. He's been
what? Clippers?
hookers. Yeah. He's like, hey, these are my girls. Girls, go take care of him tonight. And he's like, it was Frank Sinatra coming up to us, not the other way around.
Right.
He's like, I'm a baseball fan. I'm a Red Sox fan, Yankees fan, whatever he said. Probably Red Sox because he played for them. But he's been on Air Force One with 4 presidents, I think it was. Both Bushes, Clinton, and Reagan, maybe. Just the guy's been everywhere. He's been shot at multiple times and never got hit.
Did he
Shot at, yeah, multiple times.
Why?
He grew up in like a bad part of Georgia.
Oh, so it wasn't like a public figure.
If you guys remember Jay Mariotti from like Around the Horn, he went down from, this is somewhat recently, like within the last decade, I want to say. He went down from the booth in the middle of a White Sox game and threatened Jerry Mariotti to a fight in the press area. Dude's got stories for days, like days and days and days.
This is not a great matchup here.
Seager's got that nice uppercut swing that can just meet a sinker right on the sweet spot.
Throw it right onto the barrel.
Right. Just run right into the fat part of the bat. Good pitch. I don't know how you get a piece of that.
Come on. Come on. Back.
Seager was not signed an extension.
Does it not feel like an Atlanta curse loss tonight? No. I mean, I don't think 2-1 is going to hold up, but
No, this score does not stay the same.
Tinder date. I haven't been on Tinder since like 2013. Tinder was wild back in the day.
Tinderoni. My God. Tinder.
I met some crazy ass people from Tinder. Favorite player not on your team? Oh, so funny story. My favorite player not on my team is Nolan Arenado. I get a text tonight from a random number, and it's like, "Hey, what's up? New number. It's Nolan." And I was like, "Nolan who? Nolan Arenado." And I was like, "Prove it." I was like, Dallas doxed my number on a live stream. This could literally be anyone. I don't believe that this is Nolan Arenado. And it was Nolan. But the fact that I even have to have that conversation from this day forward, I fucking hate you.
I didn't do that. That was Bryn's fault for not eliminating me from being visually seen.
No, that's your fucking fault.
I can't. I'm just the talent.
Yeah. So Nolan's got a new number. I was like, that's probably the move. I should probably do that. Even though, I mean, the people that were in the chat that got my number, they were all very nice people.
They've been very respectful.
It was not my fault. It was not Brent's fault. Thank you, Brent.
I can't confirm or deny whether or not it was Bryn's fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you were treated and received with respect.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in this group text message with it's called 2021 WS Champs. It is easily 20 people in the group chat, and I didn't have one number saved. I have not one clue who any of the people are.
Yeah, you should you just instantly remove yourself from those.
Oh yeah.
They just put me back in.
One of my buddies from high school moved to Austin, Texas, like, I don't know, 5 years ago, and he got engaged and had like a fucking bachelor party group text, and I knew like 3 people in there, and I was like, I don't need this. I don't need random numbers popping up on my fucking phone all day.
I used to be a big fan of just of sending just completely random text, random pictures to the group chat, knowing that there were 5 people in there who had no idea who this number was. You know what I'm a big fan of doing on airplanes is the airdrop invasion. Like if your airdrop is on before we take off on an airplane and I'm on your airplane, you're getting a random photo. A very random, weird photo. Not uncomfortable, but you're going to be looking around the airplane. Oh, I love it. One of my absolute favorite things to do on earth.
That's mindless entertainment that I could get lost in for literally days.
Because you can watch.
Yes.
I just watch a whole airplane.
So fucking amazing.
You just watch a whole airplane fucking.
Yeah, just and you're watching for people making those reactions, and once you it's
well, I just do the same thing so that I'm not, I also like, and I make it very visible, like I'm looking at my phone, like, but the whole time I'm just looking at.
So on the way home,
It's so stupid, but it's so fucking fun.
We almost died on the way there. On the way back to Chicago, it's another empty flight, and I'm sure it was her seat, but I was on the window aisle again, and the entire flight is empty. This older lady, I would say, older than me, probably I'd say about 40. She sits in the middle seat on my row, and then once the plane's they're closing up the door and everything, she didn't move. So it's just right on top of my lap, and I'm sitting there closing my eyes, listening to headphones, and every time I'd open, I could see her looking out the window, but I wouldn't make eye contact with her. I just look. I was playing The Wedding Singer on the video thing on the seat. So every time she would look out the window, I would see her out of the corner of my eye. I would shut the window, and then when I'd see her lean back, I'd open it again just to fuck with her because she sat right next to me, and she could have sat in 50 other open seats that were her own row. So that was punishment.
I love it. I love it. I'm here for the pity. Here for the petty. Is JT coming up big right now?
He was all over. Green. Who was before Green? Matzik or whatever. He was all over him his last at bat.
Boom sauce.
Oh.
Jeff Passan just claiming souls out here.
What happened? Yeah, I saw Paston's name in the chat earlier. What happened?
Steve tweeted at Passan being like, your Twitter account is just Gamecast. Like you just tweet what happens, whatever. And then Passan said, don't you have a podcast to go be second fiddle on?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh.
You got boom sauce.
Well, I mean, to Steve's credit, he's not trying to. It's not. Oh, watch your lips, Greeny. That's fucked up right there. The shift. It's not necessarily terrible base running by Mookie. That's the shift. Fuck. Had Ozzy right up the middle.
He was out regardless. There's nothing you can do there. This drives me crazy too. I've seen this so fucking much, especially this year. I don't know if it's just because of lack of spring training or what, but teams are so bad at executing rundowns. It should be a one throw thing every single fucking time.
Well, yeah, look at who's making the play here. The fucking pitcher.
Yeah, that should never happen. Get him running full speed so he can't turn on a dime. Working back to the base that.
Well, that throw right there. From who is that? Is that Riley?
5 throws right there. You let the runner get to second base. That's just bad.
Well, that Riley has just got to run him all the way back, like you said.
Yeah, right there. Exactly. Right there, you run him all the way back. He's out at second. He stays at first. Or you might even have Turner in no man's land too. Just bad right there. The White Sox were so fucking bad at runs down this year. I wanted to wring all their necks. Specifically, Ricky Renneria. It's dude, fucking teach your team how to do a rundown. It's elementary. Baseball 101.
I was never on base to get in a rundown. Shout out to Gilbert.
Who's Gilbert?
I
Where's
hate
Gilbert?
shit.
Gilbert. Thanks for coming, Gil.
Big Gil. Shitty Gil.
Man. Gil. What do we got? Good airplane story?
Yeah, Kopech is all good. Kopech, don't believe all the shit you heard about him. Kopech is in a good spot right now. He's going to be a stud still.
Don't believe all the shit you've heard about him? I feel like that's not true.
I mean, they got divorced. Shit happens. If you're going to opt out on any year, obviously this is the 1 year to do it.
Yeah, but he is between the years is an issue, and that's not made up.
I won't disagree. But like they said that like there was all these rumors like, oh, he hasn't been in contact with any of the players, the coaches, or like the player development guys at all. Like he's AWOL, nobody knows where he is. That's all bullshit. They love him. They didn't trade him this deadline. Like he is good, ready to rock. He's gonna be a stud. Thoughts on La Russa? I don't hate it as much as most White Sox fans do. Everybody's just worried that he's like too old school and doesn't bind to analytics, all that shit. No, he's 25 now. He's missed 2.5 years. In the farm system, Andrew Vaughn is going to be a star. He's just going to rake from day one. After that, they're a little thin, but the two, I mean, obviously Crochet already broke through. But Jared Kelly is going to be a stud too, who they drafted in the second round this year. Super loose, 95, 97. Big frame.
Alito, thank you for that. If you're still here. Muncie out in the middle of nowhere.
I actually talked to Jake right after the season or the playoffs started, rather. He's doing well. He's fully go. He was in Schaumburg this year, and obviously next season, it's huge for him.
Rio.
Dave, you ever been to Australia?
What up, Colin?
I've never been out of the country before.
You never even been to Canada?
Never been to Canada.
You got to do fucking Montreal.
I've heard Montreal is amazing. I heard Toronto's actually really cool too, and Vancouver.
Toronto is a blessed place.
I would love to go. I've joked about this with KB a lot that we're just going to meet at Windsor. Are you guys familiar with Windsor at all?
No.
Windsor, Canada?
Yeah. It's
No.
right across the river from Detroit, and it's supposed to be a total shithole, but there's like 4 or 5 casinos right there, and it's like a really shitty version of Vegas for Canada. But from Chicago, it's only like a 4.5-hour drive if you want to do that, or like an hour-long flight. So this is started like the Christmas party last year out in New York. Me and KB were talking about just meeting halfway. And
Fastball. He just mouthed fastball? He just mouthed fastball, did he not?
Yep, he did. He absolutely did.
Yeah, he did. He wanted it. Fastball. I fucking love that. Do we now have a Will Smith versus Will Smith? Classic, just leaving it Muncied out there over the plate. Spatoon!
Am I really going to have to go to Mississippi?
Love it. No, it's just a storm. There you go. Call that. Attaboy. Call that. Shit's a strike. Yeah, you offered. You're going.
Well, A&M has to cover.
What do you got to go down there for?
He volunteered.
Brandon Walker and Casey Smith had a bet for Mississippi State and A&M. But if whoever loses has to drive back to New York 17 hours, and Rudy was originally going to have to drive back with Casey to document it, and he didn't want to do it. We were talking about it on radio, and I was like, "Oh, I'll do it." So but I said it was dependent on the games on Sunday. So if there is a game 7 in this series, then I won't have to do it regardless. But
So basically, you just like fly down there, get a rental, and drive back.
yeah,
Someone posted the Spider-Man meme of, but with Will Smith's face superimposed on it, like the Fresh Prince. We need that.
Road trips can be fun. That shouldn't be that bad.
well, Casey hates me, so I think that's what makes it bad.
She doesn't hate you.
Oh, she hates me with the fire of 1,000 suns.
Why does she hate you?
Because I'm me.
Fair enough.
All I needed. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Paint that low cheese. Paint that low cheese.
I mean, if she really doesn't want me to do it, her plan is not work. She's texting me right now being like, well, the whole thing's fake. You won't actually do it. The more she says, I won't actually do it. Like, I might just go there regardless. We'll see.
You're going to throw it in here, 3-2? Throw it in, 3-2? Whap! What?
Uh-oh.
Why would you throw it in 3-2?
Oh, no.
No. Why would you throw it?
Wow.
Fucking killed that ball too.
Smoke.
That is not to him right there. No, man. No, well, come on. Like, he had to do that to hit the homer.
He was sitting too. He cleared the hits early a little bit.
He's not doing that the other way, man.
That's just awful pitch selection right there. Man, did he fucking smoke that?
Oh. Like, Smitty throws that fastball down and away, and he's beat. I mean, it's a hell of a lot easier for me to say, but I don't know why you want to go in there intentionally. Like, I'm going to make you extend away. If you're going to do that to me, you're doing that to right center. Fuck. You're all right, Smitty. Come on, babe. That hurts, man. That hurts.
Not great.
The fucking Dodgers. Wow. Ball in. This is going to be a 4.5 hour, 9-inning game. So how many people won free camper there?
How many people they let in the stadium?
11,500.
When do we get to have the conversation about how that money's getting split up between the owners
Yeah.
and the players?
Seriously.
Do we get to have that, or am I completely out of line for bringing that up?
I don't think you are. I mean, I thought that's the reason they, like, even if you were in Texas and Florida where they were a lot more lax on the rules, like, I thought that's why MLB said no fans no matter what. Because Texas, they, like, legally could have because of their laws down there.
Right.
I wonder what Tony Clark's saying about this. Was he your rep when you were playing or no?
No, he was still playing, right?
Yeah, actually, he didn't retire all that long ago, so he might have been.
No, he was. I think he was the rep. When did he retire? We played against each other, I believe.
He's only 48, so.
When did he retire? 05? Because that was before me.
No, he retired in 09.
Oh, shit, yeah. We absolutely played against each other.
Since 2010.
Yeah, 2010. So you would have had a little. When did you retire? Oh, 2011?
He got paid in 12.
13. I was on. I was on a payroll in 12. I did nothing. You did more than I did in 2012.
You got paid.
Yeah, he ran a marathon.
No, that was my last year at college. I was probably about 8,000 pounds. It was my redshirt year.
Red shirt, what, for life?
Pretty much.
Not ready to get that one going yet.
I was at my worst.
Medical red shirt.
No, that was my like college like fake redshirt year.
Dave's got a touch of alcoholism, some degenerative gambling issues that we're going to get ironed out. We'll
And a coke addiction.
And a raging cocaine addiction.
Dave was actually in the process of selling one of his kidneys to the fucking cartel, so that
supply my massive addiction. Yeah, that's why I'm drinking so much water. It's because I'm going through dialysis or whatever it's called. I only have one.
They call him White Sox Dave because he's been smuggling organs in for the cartel in white tube socks for the last 12 years. That's actually his cartel name.
I'm on my asshole to get him across like TSA and stuff.
Like, oh shit, is that White Sox Dave? That's White Sox Dave.
So everything I said about me never being out of the country, that was just so I could throw everybody off my scent.
Yeah.
On, dude.
It looks like I've been exposed.
Imagine being Carabas and thinking that you know baseball. Imagine it.
I couldn't do it.
No.
It's Halloween soon.
What a thought. What a thought. Coke Stocks Dave. Many people are calling you Coke Stocks Dave. Any thoughts on changing your Twitter name to Coke Stocks Dave?
And I got some family that follows me. I don't think they would like that one. Especially, I wouldn't like it because it's not true. And I'm thinking something that's not true, as bad as that, is true.
You know who says that they don't have coke addictions? Coke.
Baez. Addicts.
Baez takes fucking forever.
Human rain delay. Time them. Let's time them. Here, I'll go in between pitches.
How
about this, Dave?
White Line Dave.
Dave, go get a bottle of liquor.
The white liquor.
Go get a bottle of liquor, Dave.
White
Come on.
Line
Thank
Dave.
you.
I'm worried about him.
Jared,
Dallas.
please go to Fangraphs and look up Baez's time in between pitches. I believe it's around 22.3 seconds. I could be way off.
Wait, what website has that?
Fangraphs.
Really? Where? Jesus. Where am I finding this? Jesus, Dave.
What?
He's rummaging through his apartment for cocaine right now. You don't have any. He's like a fucking FBI agent looking for evidence before the fucking guy gets back, looking for his cocaine.
Nate, we're starting a drinking game with Baez on the mound. If Jared can hurry up and locate the average pitch time.
I don't know where to look.
Go to splits.
Fucking hold on one second.
Yeah, I don't know where to look for that.
All right, so I'm timing him right now.
No free ads, but
That was 22 seconds.
New Amsterdam vodka.
I feel like that ad's not free. I think aren't they the official vodka of Barstool Sports?
Yeah, they pay for billions of dollars worth of advertising revenue. So I don't feel bad about giving them a little shout out. Dallas, I'm taking a page out of your book. I have no idea how this is going to be. That's vodka neat with blueberry. It's all the fruit I had that was frozen.
With blueberries inside of it.
Yeah. They're frozen.
Go for it. I like it. Cheers. Let's launch it. All right.
Not all that bad. Not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be.
All right, we got a drink here because Baez is taking for fucking ever here.
Yeah, Bo Hops and Chase Edwards, you are correct. The morning run is officially off.
All right, Dave, anything over 20 and we're drinking.
All right, deal.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh,
Start it over.
I did. Trust me.
Is that a bong?
We're absolutely going to be drinking on this one.
Oh, dude, it's the fucking bat. That looked like a bong when you're holding it just like that. I'm like, what is he doing?
Jared would be passed out on the floor right now. 18, 19, 20. Drink. Oh, throw it out. Started it again. Yeah, he's absolutely drinking on this one. Oh, yeah, he's taking a fucking eternity. If he goes beyond 30 on this one, we got to drink twice.
Deal.
We might have to kick Mikey out.
Why is Mikey getting violent? Who's Mike?
Mikey's being a cocksucker. We don't want cocksuckers.
27, 28, 29, 30. Oh, Dave. Fuck.
30?
Yeah, it was 31 seconds by the time it got to home plate there. So. Oh, my wife. Not happy. Not happy about Pedro Baez on the bump right now. 16, 17, 18,
No
19,
chance.
20.
Right.
Drink again, Dave. $16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23, 24, please. Thank God that's over. Drink again. We almost got double bang there. Don't be no bitch, Dave.
I'm drinking.
Don't be a bitch. Favorite baseball movie? Space Jam.
Field of Dreams.
You read the book?
What?
I thought the book Shoeless Joe was like the best book I've ever read. It makes me not like the movie as much.
You're one of those guys.
I'm not typically.
Because you can't be one of those guys. If you're one of those guys and you're in the chat, get the fuck out.
Can't be one of those guys.
No, I'm typically not.
Oh, well, have you read the book? It
Yeah,
sounds like
You read the book.
fucking.
That's like one example.
No, I was running polls, drinking protein shakes, doing squats. Read your fucking. You go read the fucking book, nerd.
Olivia Their Own stinks. I can't stand that movie. Sandlot, I would say, is my favorite probably.
Sandlot.
Yeah,
That's cute.
absolutely is cute. The movie's adorable. It's a coming of age story.
Top 3 baseball movies. Field of Dreams, Bull Durham.
I have a take.
And then maybe The Natural.
I have a take. There's not enough baseball movies. Like
No,
everyone,
there's not.
like everyone picks like the same fucking 3 movies. Like there's no,
No, sorry. What?
there's no. You can't even really have a discussion about it. It's just
The
like
Scout. I apologize.
With Brendan Fraser.
Yes. Why have I forgotten that movie? That is I will long. If we did, do you want to do a snake draft right now, Dave? Let's do a snake draft of fictional baseball characters, and you explain how you operate the snake drafts, because I know how to do a snake draft. I'm not familiar with your rules of the snake draft. I will relinquish full control over the remaining minutes of snake draft fictional baseball players right now. The caveat is I get first pick.
Okay. It's
don't let them have first pick, Dave. Fucking stand up for yourself.
No, what it's I'll just take first pick.
No, I don't think you should get first pick like that.
But I'll do it just to keep it moving. So I'll get first pick, and
so if you get first pick, you have to make the draft order has to be fair.
yeah. So I'll start, and then I feel like Jared, you could go second, and then Dave could go third. Are you okay with that, Dave? Is that okay with you?
absolutely. It's just a standard like fantasy football snake draft.
You got it. You got it.
So I get 2 in a row, but you start.
Right. So I'm starting with Steve Nebraska.
Awful 1-1.
What?
Mind you, I am the draft champion right now in this room. Like you talk about your pro ball experience, I'm a drafter for my job basically. At least
do
one.
You understand what Steve Nebraska was capable of?
Yeah, throwing an 81. I think it's 81 pitch complete game shutout perfect game.
And he also hit tanks.
Yeah,
from both sides of the plate, Dave. There's nobody else in fictional baseball history doing that. Nobody.
That doesn't make him a good character, though.
No, I'm talking about we're drafting those players.
So we're like to make an actual baseball team, not like our favorite characters like Smalls or Benny the Jet. Well, Benny the Jet played pro ball, but I thought we were drafting like characters from our favorite movie. That's what I was under the impression of.
Oh, okay. So like
Roy Hobbs.
Right. Like I see. Yeah. So you're judging them on their character. I'm judging them based on their ability to play the game.
Okay, well that's obviously different then. And he's like the greatest athlete in the history of sports.
Who's that?
Steve Nebraska.
It's not even close. It's not even close. Name another fictional sports hero capable of what Steve Nebraska is capable of.
All right, my pick. In the fictional baseball player draft, I am selecting Babe Ruth.
It doesn't work.
No, veto.
Veto.
Actually, what we do, 2 vetoes, and it doesn't matter if it's not unanimous. 2 vetoes, and you can't pick it. I veto.
Double veto.
Nope. Babe Ruth is a fictional character he plays, so I got.
These are Dave's rules.
Veto.
The game.
That's my pick, Babe Ruth.
So Jared has nobody on his team right now. Jared has relinquished his first draft pick.
Nope. I picked Babe Ruth as a fictional character. He's on my fictional baseball character team.
Okay. Well, in that case, you got nobody. I'll actually. This was going to be my pick, even though I just saw it in the chat. Kenny Powers is absolutely my third overall pick. All the talent in the world, fucking throwing 100-mile-an-hour, burn them down the middle heaters, striking out Reg Mackworthy. And then he just, had an ego. And I think I could have been the manager of his team to keep him in check, and he would have been on a Hall of Fame path.
I respect that. Your second pick?
My second pick, I am going to go Roy Hobbs.
Wow.
Wonder Boy. I mean, it's basically like Zeus's lightning bolt. Like you can't miss with that bat. Smash fucking the lights out of stadiums.
All right, what are we going? 3 rounds, 2 picks each. So
Yeah.
This will be my last pick.
Sure.
All right, I'm going. What's that?
Jared's pick goes back to him.
Jared, you pick. Yeah, it's your pick.
Bernie Mac and Mr. 3000.
Okay. You only get him in the comeback year, though.
No, you get the whole career.
I don't know if that plays. What, Dave?
I mean, if he wants, I think it's an awful pick.
No, it's a great pick.
Okay, then we'll allow it.
I'll allow it. That pick stunk.
Jared's taking a decrepit Bernie Mac. Rest his soul. All right, I'm going Kelly Leak, Bad News Bears.
The best. I don't think I've seen the Billy Bob Thornton version.
That's a gem.
I mean, he's perfect for that role of Buttermaker, but the original is like such a classic. I don't know if they ruined it or not. I bet that's how you're going to be like in a few years. You're going to be Butterbean or Buttermaker rather.
Buttermaker, Boilermaker. And now I'm torn between an electric arm or just the stable, like the staple, the guy you absolutely need.
Who's your pick?
I got to go. Oh, God. Oh, I'm doing it. I'm absolutely doing it. Fuck yeah, I'm doing it. Because this is Jack Parkman doing his little shimmy at the plate.
Yeah.
Drives the women here in Cleveland crazy or wild or whatever the fuck it is.
Great film.
Jack Parkman. I need a catcher. It was between Jack Parkman. Oh, well, I'm not going to say who else. Jared, you got one more draft pick. Oh, that's Knob.
That's all Knob.
That is Knob. That's Knob. You can hear it.
Give me Rick Vaughn.
Whoa. I like it. Like it. Skull and crossbones. That redeems you for your Bernie Mac pick.
I mean, it's a great team.
I think that I'm gonna seal the draft with this next pick. I'm going Roger Bowman. Who's that?
Roger Bowman. Is that the fucking power hitter in is that power hitter Major League? No.
We should throw this up on stuff.
No, I fucked it up. I'm going Mel Clark.
No, time out. You already went Roger Bowman.
Yeah,
you already went
kid though. Roger Bowman's the kid. I'm talking Angels in the outfield.
No, too late, Jared.
Too late.
Yeah, you fucking drafted him. You drafted him.
I drafted the kid. I can't draft.
Sorry, but you had better scout. You need to
doing
spend more money on your scouting department.
I'm thinking myself. Fine, I'll take the kid. The kid's got Jesus Christ and angels and shit on his side. I'm getting that team.
We need that. We need that right there. The kid's got Jesus Christ and angels and shit on his side. We need that in quotes underneath that last selection for Dave. Like, you can't just give him that name.
That was a full-blown Coke rant right there.
Yeah, I'm fucking just blazing on Coke right now.
Yeah, we need that. Can we tweet that out?
We need someone to make a graphic.
Yes, we need a graphic. How do we? Who do we talk to?
Ozzy.
Henry Rowan Gardner was a little league pitching.
So that was going to be my guy. It was either my three-way was either Rowan Gardner, Crash Davis, or Jack Parkman.
Crash Davis would have been a great pick.
I forgot the name of Tony Danza's.
That's Mel Clark.
Is that who it is? Is that who? Okay.
That's who it is. And I'm like, wait, I just fucking picked a kid. That's why I changed it to Mel Clark. Mel Clark, he's off the injured reserve and he's starting today. And then he's like humming it in there, 82 miles an hour, bouncing in the plate. And then all of a sudden, Christopher Lloyd with his big ass angel flap wings goes and blows the ball 100 miles an hour down the middle for the first pitch.
And it's over.
Clark was back.
It's over from there.
Exactly. And that's why my next pick in my snake draft, I get 2, is Mel.
It's unfortunate that you picked the child instead of the actual player.
I get 2 picks. You got 3 already, right?
No, I only have 3.
Yeah, so you'll end it. So it'll be Jared and then you, and we'll all have 4.
So you're taking Mel Clark and the kid?
Yeah, and the kid. Because they don't work without each other, so you need both.
I like that. I can respect that.
Because only the kid can see the angels,
Okay, all right. Yeah, hey, I got it. The cow and the milk.
Exactly. Right. I've never heard that phrase, but yes.
All right, Jared, you got one more pick then.
Fuck. Oh, this is an easy one. Give me Chet Steadman. Give me the Rocket.
That's not a bad one.
That's a great one.
I'm taking
Pittsburgh. There is nothing to be jealous of. I promise that. Other than my insatiably good looks, my boy.
What about this guy? Like it was out there, like out there, like totally out there. Epi, Calvin, Lelouch.
Nuke Lelouch.
Epi, Calvin, Lelouch. Give me Nuke.
Nuke Lelouch, the $1 million arm, 10-cent brain.
Damn right. Give me fucking Nuke.
Good pick.
And that rounds it out.
It rounds it out, yeah. Dallas can't even remember who we picked anymore.
No, we talking about who was my first overall pick? Steve Nebraska. And then from there, I went.
Who'd you go with?
I don't know. That's when I had to make the decision between. Oh, Mookie tugged it through the hole. Taylor around third. And Los Doyers are in business. Fucking huge. Huge AB for Mookie. Separation. Shit. I don't know who else I took.
I tried looking in the chat. I don't remember either, to be honest.
I have Chet Steadman, Babe Ruth, Bernie Mac, and Rick Vaughn.
I got Kenny Powers, Roy Hobbs, the kid from Angels in the Outfield, Roger Bowman, and then Mel Clark from Angels in the Outfield. That's it. You got like Divine Powers on your side. You got Ego on your side that just needs to be honed and harnessed a little bit. And then you got Roy Hobbs, who's a consummate professional, who has that's basically a magic wand.
I had Parkman as well. I had
oh yeah, that's what it was.
So yeah, Steve Nebraska. Did he do it? He did it again.
Jeez.
He did it again. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my.
Oh, so you're just 1 yard? I wasn't even watching.
Again.
Yep. Jack's kind of fat. Kind of bugs me. Quit being fat.
Shit, who are my 3rd and 4th draft picks?
Jack Parkman.
Yeah, I got Jack Parkman. And
So-
Nuke Lush.
And
Steve Nebraska.
Seager's a free agent after next year. I looked it up earlier in the stream. You're right over there, Dallas?
Oh, I'm great. I'm just trying to remember who my fucking 3rd pick was. And I'm trying to think of what tomorrow looks like right now for Hotlanta. Damn, man. See, it's kind of like that same feeling with the Astros and the Rays right now. Like, don't let the Dodgers just continue to
By the way, I
put
didn't
up numbers
I didn't
offensively.
predict a double clinch. I just said that the possibility was there, and it was. I said,
Oh my.
I think we have the actual audio.
Ooh, Fried or Anderson, that's tough. I like Fried because he's a southpaw. I like Anderson because of the
That's the
clean
word.
Welcome back to Morning Wood and welcome to a potential double clinch day. Carlos Correa.
Potential.
How are those roses? They owe me roses. They each owe me roses.
We owe you roses.
They each owe me 21 roses. And it was probably on me again with Seager, so that'd be another 21.
I just got it again. This is the most common thing I'll be tweeted for the rest of my life. At Barstool WSE, what if the White Sox had Tatis?
Is that ever going to get old for you?
It's so old to me. It is the oldest thing on earth to me. He's such an electrifying player. I hate that I have to hope he does bad.
I mean, you don't have to. It's not his fault.
No, I know it's not his fault, but the barrage of fucking pissed off White Sox fans that approach me about it as if I had anything to do with it, which I actually kind of did in a roundabout way. They're like, why the fuck did they do this? I'm like, I don't know why they fucking did that. It was stupid. God damn it. Can you imagine that fucking lineup with him in it?
Oh, dude.
Yeah. Ship TA to second base. That's a fucking stacked lineup right there.
Yeah, that's stupid.
I wouldn't be bragging about a double clinch. I didn't make that claim. I just showed you the video. Said potential.
Yeah, TA7, he's the fucking best. I love him. I mean, the Red Sox won a World Series with Chris Sale on the mound closing the game out. The Red Sox should not be worrying about that trade. Mikata could win MVP next year, and Kopech could win the Cy Young, and the Red Sox won't lose that trade.
Yeah, we won the World Series.
Yeah, he was on the mound as they won it. Like,
hardware is the payoff.
That's exactly what they traded two potential superstars for, and it worked out for them, and their goal was accomplished. They absolutely won that trade. I mean, both teams can win. It's one of those rare times both teams can absolutely win a trade. Skies of Gloom coming to Chicago next weekend. Are you looking for food places? Just shoot me a DM and I'll let you know all the good spots.
This game sucks. Did I hear Jared's rant on radio? No. Do you care to discuss, Jared?
I defended Clayton Kershaw heavily against Kevin Clancy. He said he was like a bum, and I was literally just reading off his postseason game log and all the dominant starts that he's had.
And what was Kevin Clancy's response?
I was arguing that Kershaw is not bad. He's just inconsistent. And Kevin was trying to say that inconsistent is bad. And I was like, well, no. I was like, he was trying to bring up these other guys. Like, what about CC Sabathia? And I looked up Sabathia's postseason ERA is exactly the same as Kershaw's. And I was like, the only player of this generation that you can say is like, I was like, who's the guy that's like an ace that has been absolutely nails in the postseason besides Mad Bum? I was like, fill in the blank for me. Clayton Kershaw should be more like blank, but you can't use Madison Bumgarner. And he didn't have a name. He said Sabathia. And I looked up Sabathia's numbers, and he's got a 4.2 in the postseason, and so does Kershaw.
What's Scherzer done? I feel like he's probably been pretty dominant.
I said Verlander.
Yeah, him too.
Verlander's 0-6 in the World Series with like a 5.5 ERA.
Did not know that.
But everyone talks about Verlander because why? He won in 17. And that's why I said, I was like, no one on planet Earth has more of a case to be pissed at the Astros for cheating than Kershaw, because he dominated in game 1, which was in LA. He got shelled in game 4 in Houston, and then he came out of the bullpen and dominated in game 7 in LA. And if the Dodgers win that World Series, no one is talking about Clayton Kershaw being a postseason bum, because he probably would have been World Series MVP that year, and he would have a ring. So no one's talking about Verlander in 0-6 in the World Series because he's got a ring.
That Garcia just had a good one. Lester's been nails in the postseason.
Not always, Dallas.
Tim Anderson's done those exact same things 2 years in a row, though. I think he just might be an outlier statistically. I didn't think he was going to be near as good this year as he was last year, and he was even better.
John Lester is very good in the postseason, but, I mean, he's got some stinkers too. The A's fucking traded Yoenis Cespedes for John Lester just for that one start, and he fucking lost. He blew it.
That's absolutely true against the Royals, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's absolutely true.
Like,
why is it then? Yeah, Strasburg's been nails from what I've, like, off the top of my head. Why is it that, well, I guess you already said it. Like, Lester's got how many rings? 3? 1 with the Cubs, then 2 with
3 rings. He's got 1 with the Cubs and 2 with the Red Sox.
Yeah, then Verlander's got 1, been to 2. Scherzer's got 1. So all these guys have, like, Felix Hernandez hasn't, but he's, like, never been in the playoffs, I feel like.
No, he hasn't.
I'm trying to think, like, drop-dead Hall of Famers. But, yeah, all those guys have 1 other than him, so I guess it, like, amplifies his
So if the Astros don't cheat in 17, who knows what happens in Game 4? And that was the one game that could have cost the Dodgers the whole series. And then no one's talking about Kershaw being a bum if he's a fucking world
was the lump.
with a ring.
Yeah, what would that be? 3? Did he win an MVP one year?
Kershaw?
Yeah. Kershaw. He did win an MVP, right? So he's Cy Young 3 times, I want to say, an MVP, a World Series. Like, can't really have much better of a resume than that.
Knocking the resume. It's just that no wait, he did not win an MVP.
That's Verlander. Verlander's won the MVP.
Yeah, Verlander won the MVP. No wait, he did win an MVP. He did. 2014 Cy Young MVP. Yeah, he's got 3 Cy Young awards, 5 ERA titles, and an MVP and a Triple Crown.
Yeah, and everybody talks about his shitty postseason performance. What the hell happened to Julio Urias, by the way?
What do you mean?
Urias?
What the fuck is his deal?
Like, what are you questioning? His
Is he alive?
Yeah, he just pitched.
Today he did.
No, not today.
Okay, I have not seen a pitch. Like I have not been following West Coast baseball near as much because the divisional things.
Because the Sox are out of it.
I feel like I haven't heard his name in like fucking years now. And his jump, Urias.
Urias. He pitched.
Well,
he just pitched. What? Game 2? Game 3? Right.
He pitched Game 3.
I watched him pitch against the Cubs in 2000. It was either 16 or 17. He's only like 20 years old, and they're kind of babying him. But that fucking changeup,
He came up with 19.
it's just unbelievable. That fucking fade he has on his changeup and that arm action. It's just, I thought he was going to be a superstar, and I just haven't heard his name at all.
Well, he's got the same kind of movement profile on those pitches in the fastball too as Luzardo.
Luzardo's dirty, man. He's dirty.
Just at you and then like right, left on right. It's at your hip and then back over. Oh.
Yeah, and Dan Kalal, that's true. With the Tigers, I didn't even think of that.
Who?
Verlander, he went to 2 World Series with the Tigers too.
Sure did. Verlander, I mean, so you're saying he's 0-6 in the World Series, you said, Jared? What about his what about the
He's
the DS and the CS? What's that?
He's 0-6 in the World Series with a 5.5 ERA, and he's also got a 5.5 ERA in his last 5 postseason starts.
Maybe I just have his outing against Oakland
Stuck in your head.
emblazoned in my brain.
I was thinking about this the other day. Who are the current players that are active that are drop dead Hall of Famers?
Wait, what?
Like if
Current active players that are guaranteed Hall of Famers.
Trout, Kershaw, Pujols, Felix Hernandez,
Cabrera, Verlander,
Cabrera, Verlander.
Scherzer.
Said Felix.
That
That's probably it, right?
Yeah, people are saying Yachty, but he's not like slam dunk first ballot.
I think Yachty goes, man.
Yeah, he's gonna Yachty.
He goes, but he's not slam dunk first ballot. He's got like 40 WAR for his career. Like you're gonna have to like spend some time on the ballot before people are like, yeah, that guy's a Hall of Famer.
Here's 2 interesting ones. What about Joey Votto and then Freddie Freeman?
I think Freeman's still gonna play a little bit more.
Yeah.
And Votto is like right on the precipice of being like the average WAR of a Hall of Famer. He's like kind of right there. But you could make the case that he's a top 10 first baseman of all time. Like he might be like in the conversation for top 10 first baseman of all time. So he could get in based on his position. But in terms of like overall, like he's right there on the fringe of what a Hall of Famer is.
Yeah, I would say so. He walks at like the third best clip ever or something. It's fucking crazy. Like career 19% walk rate.
Yeah, I think he'll get in.
Yeah, I think he will too. Freeman, I do agree. He's got to play. If he does what he's doing right now for another 2 years, I'd say yes.
Which he will.
DeGrom, he's back to back, right? And probably 3 in a row, Cy Youngs.
No, Bauer's going to win this year, but
Bauer's going to win this year. So 2 in a row with the top 5.
DeGrom is on Hall of Fame trajectory, but like if he retires, then no.
No, exactly. So I agree with that. What about Chris Sale?
No.
His WAR is like getting towards 70, I think.
Garneau?
A slam dunk. Typically is a slam dunk Hall of Famer. Let me look him up real quick.
70 WAR? I'd have to take a look at it then.
I think he's creeping up there. Yeah, I could be incorrect. I'm Googling it now.
70 would get you in. A lot of people say Yachty. I don't think it's that cut and dry. I think Posey.
He's got 44. That Posey's a weird one because I feel like his prime was like a little too short. And he opted out this year, right?
Yeah.
He won an MVP. He's got 3 rings, and a batting title, probably. But I feel like he was only great for like 4 or 5 years, like incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Good at the right time.
Chances would Pablo Sandoval make it to the Hall of Fame?
Lindor, not yet, but eventually. Sale's 44. I don't know where I pulled 70 from.
Yeah. So
he's picking it up. If he has 3 more, if he gets towards 60,
I'm with Grenade, David Fletcher.
Fletcher's Sandy Leon.
Tim Lincecum was the most. He's like a science experiment going wrong. He's literally Henry Rowan-Gardner. His body did shit that shouldn't be physically possible. Ichiro retired older. Mookie, not yet, but eventually, yes.
Yeah, Mookie will get in, but not if he retires today.
Arenado eventually. Actually, Arenado might be a drop dead guy. And Barspin 1, that's a great way to put it. I think I would give the Gale Sayers treatment to Jacob deGrom.
You would what?
Gale Sayers. Gale Sayers was a Bears running back in the 60s, and he was best running back in football by far and away. My dad said that he could be running full speed and cut at a 90-degree angle and just make defenders look stupid back in the day. But he tore his ACL and blew out his knee back before you could repair that. And he played 6 seasons, I think it was, and since he blew out his knee, he was inducted into the Hall of Fame right away. Even though his stats were
Frankie's an interesting one. I'd have to take a look at it. Cano's probably not going to get in because of steroids.
Yeah, no for Cano for sure. Greinke, I would say he's Hall of really good. Did he ever win a Cy Young? He did get one, right?
Yeah, I think Greinke won.
Who? Yeah, the Dodgers.
Yeah, Cabrera is 100%. He's absolutely. He's going to have 503,000. Judge eventually probably. I mean, he has to stay healthy.
No.
What?
Yes, I said probably.
Judge?
He has to stay healthy, but
he's not going to. He never has. He's like he fucking did when he was fucking 35. Like it's not like he's a chicken either.
What is he? He's already like 28, 29, right?
Yeah, Judge's prime years are like almost already gone. Judge is not getting in the Hall of Fame.
Pedroia, no, he's Hall really good.
He's Red Sox Hall of Fame, not Baseball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I mean, maybe for second baseman. He won an MVP. That's a good one. David Price. Borderline. Probably not. Nelson Cruz is a really interesting one.
I mean, he got suspended. I feel like anyone that like served a suspension for PEDs is probably not getting it.
No, that's false. I don't think so.
A few guys already have, right? Bagwell got in.
He didn't serve.
He didn't, right?
The one that did time for PEDs is going to get in. Like the voters that are like putting in PED guys are the ones that are like, well, they did it before technically the rules were in place. Like, they did steroids, but
which is bullshit.
They didn't get punished for it, and it wasn't a rule back then.
Manny Ramirez absolutely should get in.
I mean, we're gonna see Barry. Who gets in first? Do you think one gets in before the other?
With who?
Barry and Roger?
No.
Clemens?
If they get in, they go together. If they don't, they're both off together.
They're like lockstep in voting percentage. Like, I think there might be like 2 or 3 people that voted for Clemens but not Barry because Barry was mean to them.
They both should 100% get in.
Who?
Both of them. They should. They'll
both go in. That's why I said this year is year 9. You can spend 10 years on the ballot, but next year will be year 9 for Barry and Clemens, and it's a weak Hall of Fame class. So we said it on Bauer Bites. I was like, make that the asshole class where it's like all the people that are like, oh, if Barry and Clemens get in, I'm not going to the fucking ceremony. And it would be Schilling, which everyone has something against Schilling, and it would be Barry, and it would be Clemens. And it would be funny too because Schilling is very against the steroid guys. He was on the fucking Congress panel against the steroid guys.
Yeah, that would be excellent. Excellent content. Be like the fucking what was that TV show?
It's crazy that Schilling had to wait this long too.
Well, it's part of the same thing for him. The media.
Actually, Kimber did have a pretty good case.
Fucking Twitter account.
I don't think Lester gets in the end.
Neither.
Hall of really good for him. Paul Konerko is not. He's also, and he should not be. White Sox Hall of Fame. Hall of really good. And Uncle Kurt would be in if Twitter wasn't a thing.
1,000%. He would have been a first ballot.
He would have been. Oh yeah, 100%. Frank Thomas was in. I think he got 85% of the first vote. He was a sure thing.
I forget which video game it was, but that was my first baseball video game. Was the one with Frank Thomas on the cover.
He was unbelievable in Ken Griffey Jr. Slugfest. His circle was the size of a fucking basketball. It was a full strike zone. What about Kutch? MVP. He has not won a World Series.
Who?
Kutch.
Yeah, I mean he's not getting in.
No, I don't think so either.
2013 MVP.
There's gonna be guys. All right, so taking steroids aside, Nelson Cruz is gonna have 500 home runs. If they didn't have a
Muncie
60-game season, Encarnacion would.
There he goes. He rolled that one. Attaboy.
Muncie can't catch a break.
Love it.
Bellinger's I only do that shit.
Love it. Got him.
Second ball you're out today.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah, he did have his own video game. You're right. Just didn't take off the way that Ken Griffey Jr. baseball did. That was the fucking best. N64, Game Boy. I had it on Game Boy. Kimbrel could be a Hall of Famer, but I mean, he kind of fizzled out.
Yelich is not. He'll have to do.
Weird. Kimbrel's a weird case because
the trajectory 3-4 years ago, those numbers looked like if he was pacing, if you were to take what his numbers looked like 4 years ago, and
who Kimbrel?
Yeah.
So Kimbrel after 18, so going into his free agency, was outpacing Mariano Rivera in everything.
That's why I say you go back and just take those numbers, what they were, and bear them out over the last 4 years.
Yeah,
It's stupid.
Kimbrel going into his free agency in 2019 had a lower ERA, WHIP, more strikeouts, more saves than Mariano Rivera.
Yeah, he was definitely on the path. The Cubs years have not helped him. Goldie will have a Beltran. Who knows how they handle the cheating shit with Beltran? I feel like that. Like I should have hit up Gio and asked him this. Actually, Dallas, I'll just ask you: would you rather face someone juiced to the fucking gills, like Big Mac, Sammy Sosa style, or someone who knew what pitch was coming? I feel like steroids 1,000% of the time, right?
Would I rather face somebody on steroids or somebody that knew what pitch was coming?
Yeah,
give me a guy on juice all day long.
All day long, like you're never taking the alternative.
Yeah. So even when Sosa was popping 60, he was still striking out 200 times.
Oh, more than that. Like him and McGuire both were, yeah. That's why, like, I would say prior to all this cheating shit with the Astros coming out, that Beltran was a surefire Hall of Famer. Now I don't think he gets in.
Who, Beltran?
Yeah.
I mean, it's gonna be a blemish. I don't know that they hold him out for that because,
I think that's a worse violation than taking steroids.
It was 100% his idea.
Yeah.
His fucking idea because they were doing it in Texas. And, can you prove that? No. But, the people that vote, do you have to prove it? No, because they've held out fucking steroid guys on suspicion. It's not a court of law. It's a court of opinion. And I think that they will probably hold it against him, yeah.
Fucking great career tarnished.
Yeah, Billy Wagner. Get Billy Wagner in.
Right now, is he coming in here?
No, to the Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame, you dunce.
I want to pick his brain because he's a fellow D3 baseball player. He's the highest D3 player ever drafted. I want to say he was 4th overall.
B-Wags blowing Chundo.
I wrote a blog about that.
I tried to, when I was younger, I tried to emulate how he threw the ball because he short-armed it kind of like a quarterback or a catcher a little bit. And I tried to emulate that when I was way younger.
And because he broke his arm, right?
Yeah. And did he originally throw a righty from what I remember?
He taught himself how to throw left-handed because he broke his arm.
I remember that. Yeah, King Felix is 1,000% a Hall of Famer. He's in. Fuck off, Dave. No, Madison Bumgarner, no. I would not vote him in.
Really?
No.
I can't look at it, but it would probably be enough for me as well.
I mean, he's been great.
Solid.
I feel like that should not outweigh the larger body of work, which is a good career, not in Hall of Fame career.
He didn't win a Cy Young, did he?
No.
He never has. He's been his entire career consistently mid-3s, which is good, not Hall of Fame good. Zeus LOD. I'm scrolling up in the chat a little bit. Go and watch the Eric Gagne versus Barry Bonds at bat. It's the greatest at bat you'll ever watch in your life. It's like a 12-pitch at bat. Bonds hits a few balls into McCovey's Cove, 5,000 feet foul, and then times one up 100 miles an hour and just absolutely murders the ball. It's unbelievable.
I mean, the one that he hit foul 500 feet was 100 miles an hour.
Yeah, there was just power on power. It was incredible.
And what's so cool about that is hitting 2 balls out of the park like that within the same at bat is just a matter of maybe an inch or so worth of adjustment all the way around.
Yep. It may be that much.
Maybe.
As low as an eighth or a quarter of an inch.
Yep.
Burley is not going to the Hall of Fame. Sorry to say. He's got a weird case because
he's in my Hall of Fame.
Would you vote Burley in?
My personal Hall of Fame.
You know him? Did you ever get to know him at all?
No.
He still goes to Cardinals games and just like chills in the stands and like wears Cardinal hats. He's from like rural Missouri.
Love that.
He's got like he's right borderline in terms of WAR, but he was like obviously perfect game, World Series, no hitter. Never won an ERA crown, never won 20 games. He does got like 230 career wins actually. He'll be a borderline guy.
And he's got how many fucking games or how many years with 200 innings?
It was 15 straight years, I want to say. And then in his last year, Blue Jays, he got taken out, and all he needed was 2/3 of an inning to hit the 200 mark again. So we had 199 and a third innings that year.
How about Freddie Freeman? Down 7-2, busting it for a double, checking on Turner, who wanted no part. Chris Taylor not doing well with a high ankle sprain. This is not good. What happened after the throw?
It's my favorite piece of hitting in baseball right there. That's non-contact, which is always worse than a contact injury.
Where, okay. I'm not seeing any of that.
I'm saying he like strained his calf or something.
Oh, after the follow through. The camera pans away. That ain't good.
That's not contact. He might have fucked something up bad right there. It didn't look like he turned it or anything. I was walking.
Oh, he's good. Good to go. We're good.
Joe Mauer, that's another one. Never won an MVP. Did win a batting title.
He won an MVP.
Morneau did. I don't think Mauer ever did.
They won back-to-back years.
Did they win back-to-back years?
It was like 08, 09, 10, I think. Morneau won, then Mauer won.
Actually, that's correct, now that I think about it. So you are. So he's got batting title. That was probably the MVP year. He never hit any for any power.
No, never.
I loved watching.
Throw a fastball at him, and he would hit it up the middle.
He would do exactly what Freddie Freeman did. You could throw it at his tits, and he would just fucking take it, stay inside, take it oppo. That's my favorite like approach to hitting in baseball. Is that exactly what Freddie Freeman just did? It's just a thing of fucking beauty. It's not easy to do.
Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum.
Jermaine Dye, his peak was too short.
Go back and look at Jermaine Dye's last season. I believe it was in 2008.
Yep.
And he was still like very good and then just never played again.
He wanted to keep playing too, from what I remember, and just nobody wanted him.
Yeah, he hit like I want to say off the top of my head, like he hit like 280 with like a fucking 800 OPS.
Yeah, and like 30 bombs or something.
Jermaine Dye, his last season was in 2009, and he hit 250 with a 793 OPS, 27 homers, and
Chavi, not so much.
he had 100. Yeah, he had 19 doubles, 27 homers, hit 250 with a 973 OPS, and he was 35, and then he retired.
I remember like the Sox just didn't care to bring him back, and
I don't know why.
He wanted him back. He came in, I want to say, third place for the MVP in 2006.
Fucking Bonds had a fucking like a 1050 OPS as a 40-year-old, and no one signed him. Just completely blackballed.
He could have hit 800.
Yeah, he could have. He would have.
He would have hit 800. Mega is
He
not.
would have played like Bonds was what? Was he 41 his last season? Bonds played until he was 42. In Bonds' last season, he hit 276, led the majors,
Oh,
480 on base percentage, and a 1045 OPS. 1045 OPS as a 42-year-old, and nobody signed him.
I mean, how old is he now? 52?
He is 56.
Shit, he's 56. I wonder what he could get
he's
on.
not hitting 200 in this game today.
What do you think? What do you think? I don't think I still think he will walk at a good clip. What do you think he's getting on base? What clip?
280.
I think he could crack 3 still. You don't think he could get on base at a 300 clip?
I mean, like from all accounts, like when we talked to like fucking Yelly and dudes that were with him when he was the hitting coach in Miami, like his bat speed is still there. Like he's probably not popping homers, but like he's definitely hitting the ball hard and putting it in play, which would give him a chance to hit above 200 and get on base close to like 300.
I'll say this: I wouldn't be shocked if in this hypothetical, Paul Duca. I was talking to him about this. I think it was at the Christmas party last year, and I've never heard someone describe it like this as a hitter. He said that you could hear the bat go through the zone.
Yeah,
like,
I believe
you
it.
Hear it.
I believe that.
You like the warm-up swings, you hear like,
Yeah.
if you've ever heard like when a golfer who's got tremendous club head speed swings and finishes, and you can just hear like right before impact the club head come through, and through impact the finish. Same thing with Barry and a baseball bat.
Yeah, it sounds like a fucking whip.
Yeah.
I love Barry. I think he got a raw deal, and that's why like everyone always asks like who's your white whale guess for starting 9, and like it's obviously Barry because that's a career that needs to be talked about from a firsthand experience from beginning to end. But like you also have to talk about that stuff where it's like, I mean, you haven't cried blackball, but let's talk about it because clearly you were. Like it's not like it's the same thing with like Clayton Kershaw. He hasn't said a word really about the Astros cheating in 2017 when they fucking cost him his legacy. Like he could be a champion and no one would be talking about his postseason. Like for someone that could be like, fuck the Astros, this and that. Like for how Trevor Bauer is, like Kershaw could be like that and he's not.
That's who should be feeling that way.
Yeah.
I've always felt that Trevor Bauer is basically running the campaign
or people that
Clayton Kershaw should be running, or could be running, justifiably so.
Yeah, I mean, like like for what Bauer is like the campaign that he's got going on, like he's speaking what many others wish that they could. But yeah, I feel like Barry's story needs to be told. Gratterall just fucking hucking 101 without bending his back. It's crazy.
I've never heard it described as that. Barry Bonds is 2.5 Hall of Fame careers.
He did.
It's true. It's unbelievable to think about it.
Yeah. I mean, like I tweeted it during the offseason, something like the average career WAR for a Hall of Famer is X, and Barry Bonds surpassed that by like his age 27 season or something like that.
Yeah, 1422 OPS that will probably never be beaten.
Let me see. I want to find that tweet because it was fucking wild.
The greatest baseball player on the planet. Oh, Ozzy.
Yeah, right here. The average WAR of a baseball Hall of Famer for position players is 69. Barry Bonds' career WAR was 111.4 before he allegedly took PEDs before the 2001 season.
What's his WAR? 163, right?
43, I think someone just said.
His career WAR is 162.8. Someone
what?
had an offensive WAR.
162.8. Yeah, 163.
Yeah, and
My
he
favorite number of all time for Barry Bonds is 232.
stolen bases,
Intentional walks.
intentional walks. Yeah,
No, that's total. 120, I believe, is the intentional walk number. 232. The man walked 232 times.
Barry walked intentionally 120 times in 2004
Yeah.
when he was 39, and he has the major league record with 688 intentional walks.
For 120 times in one season. You have no idea what that even looks like. You have no idea what that looks like. You've never seen a player treated that way. 120. We're talking a fifth of his fucking at bats. He was just given first base.
when he was winning all those MVPs, was he even like qualifying for the like batting crown and shit?
Yeah, it's
Well,
based
yeah, but
Oh, plate appearances, not all right. I'm an idiot.
yeah.
Thinking like plate appearance, they don't count as at bats.
think about how you feel about your favorite player today. Who do you want to call the best player in the game? Mike Trout. Let's go to him. You see Mike Trout getting intentionally walked 120 times in a year?
I'd say on any given year, and I could be way off 10 times, 12 times.
Look it up. Well, I would say no more than 15.
Wait,
Yeah.
what's the question?
Mike Trout. Look up his intentional walks.
I bet you he's probably been intentionally walked like 20 times is probably the most. Mike
And it's
Trout
here.
has been intentionally walked 25 times is the most, but like 4, 10, 6, 14, 12, 15, 25, 14, 4.
Yeah, so call it 15.
Time over 20.
Huh?
One time over 20.
1 time over 20 intentional walks.
And that is a fuck ton of intentional walks in a season.
Barry Bonds as a 39-year-old was intentionally walked more times than Mike Trout has been in his entire career.
Again, guys getting who just said it? Someone just said it. He has been intentionally walked to the bases loaded. And I was just going to say, anytime when the objective of the sport you're playing is to score points, however you're calling them, runs, points, when your objective is to score and you are handing the other team points on purpose as part of a strategy to avoid a singular player, that is impact. That's the definition of impact.
That's crazy. That's a great tweet. Good tweet. Good tweet.
What?
I just tweeted out that stat.
What's that?
In his age 39 season, Barry Bonds was intentionally walked more times in one season than Mike Trout has been intentionally walked in his entire career. As a 39.
We don't have to bring up that 0-2 World Series.
I'm looking at these like in 2002. This isn't even the 73 home run season. He walked at a 32% clip, struck out at a 7% clip, hit 370, got on base at a 582 clip, 800 slugging with a 244 weighted runs created plus. That's pretty fucking unbelievable. Like that's not even video game numbers. Those are like made up bullshit numbers.
Right. I mean,
he had a 5-to-1 walk to strikeout ratio.
It was two primes. From like 90 to 95 and like 98. No, I would say early 2000s.
So in 90 to 95, he was consistently he had 2 10-win seasons. The rest were like 7.5, 8, 9, a couple sprinkled in there. That was from 90 to 2000. In 99, he had a 3.3 win season where he hit 262, 389, 148
a year, right? He was hurt.
Yeah, he played 102 games that year. Still had 34 bombs, so still a great year. 2000, he comes back 7.5 win season. Then 2001 was 73. And then like that 4-year stretch right there, 12.5 wins, 12.7 wins, 10.2, 11.9.
That's 4 10-plus win seasons in a row.
That's bananas. Like bananas. We're talking like right around 10. These are 12.5, 2 of them. And
exactly. Then 12.5, 13 wins. One fucking guy.
His worst season in that 4-year stretch was a 10.2 WAR season.
Like, think about a 13-win player. You play a division opponent 19 times a year. Like, if you just wanted to apply all 13 of those wins against a division opponent, think about what kind of impact that has. Braves 1 out away. Get back in there. Do some damage. I feel like the Dodgers are just creating momentum.
Yeah, and let's not forget he had a season where he's 301, 406 with a 165, 9.5 wins above replacement, 52 stolen bases. That was in 1990. And then he backed 43. He got 514 career stolen bases.
500. Show me, Jared. Do you know the names of the people that are in the 500 club?
Barry Bonds.
Who's second?
Hank Aaron.
Nope.
500.
Yeah.
There are only 2. There's only 2, right? Or is there just 1? Oh, is it just 1? Yeah.
Only Barry.
Yeah. 400. There's like 7 guys.
Yeah, that's cute.
Yeah, like how in his last season he got on base at a 480 clip.
I said that.
I know, it's like unbelievable to me how like who gives a fuck what his reputation is. Like he's helping you win a lot of baseball games. Like someone fucking toss him a 1-year deal. Like I'm mad now. That career could have kept going for another probably 5 years.
He could have played till he's 50.
Yeah, he could have.
He could have easily played until he was 50. Yeah.
And he would have too.
Rafael Palmeiro was playing with his son, I think it was last in indie ball.
I saw that.
And he just completely outperformed his son in like every single statistical category.
Yeah, just dropping dick.
Come back. He said he wanted to sign with a big league team. Like
that's actually right. I remember that now.
2-3 years ago. He's like, I'll do it. Fuck it.
I cannot believe we have a fucking Game 7 tomorrow.
That's so stupid. I'm mad about it.
I'm Morning Wood would be an hour long tomorrow. Fucking Garbo. Mike Trout will be the next potential unanimous Hall of Famer.
If he's not, then I will raise fucking hell.
Yeah, he has to be.
Because hold on. How old is Trout right now?
28.
So Barry outpaced him for WAR to this point.
Hold on.
Far and away.
Yeah.
By fucking 40 points, right? 30 points?
Well, let's see.
Bonds also played 3 years in college, remember? So
Bonds. All right, let's see. Barry was a rookie at the age of 21. So should I start it at Trout's age 21 season or just
his first full season?
First full season.
Yeah.
Okay. How old is Trout? So Trout just completed his age 28 season. So Barry, age 21 to 28. And then Trout, 21. Do you want me to? Because his first full season was when he was 20.
So then, yeah, 20.
So
honestly, it's really fucking close.
So Mike Trout, age 20 to 28, his WAR is 73.9. Barry's age 21 to 28 is 60.2.
Woo!
And that 1 year, that age 20 season for Trout was a 10.5.
And so you add one on for Barry. What's Barry's next year?
Barry's next year was 6.2. So Trout still has him.
Still got him.
And Trout only played 53 games this year. So he had a 2.5 or 2.6 on Fangraphs. Multiply that by 3-ish. That's another 8.5 win season.
Well, this is the year that we talked about. Not necessarily a guy like Trout because he's a Hall of Famer, no doubt. But my guy that I talked about was in Altuve.
Yeah.
Who does this type of year impact his campaign, his bid for the Hall of Fame?
It definitely hurt. Not that he's gonna get in. I think he would have probably been the first guy to hit 500 home runs and not get in. That's not been accused of steroids. Encarnacion. He would have ended the year at about 450, and he could have ran into 50 more, I think.
Yeah. 500 is just not what it used to be.
Stupid.
Yeah, like Palmeiro, Sosa, McGuire, Ortiz, Bonds.
When's Ortiz eligible? 2 years?
22.
22. He's not going to get in, right? Or will he?
Oh,
He'll get in.
Ortiz.
He'll get in.
large father?
Yeah, he'll get in. You got to put him in.
Yeah, Edgar paves the way.
Yeah. That's the good barometer right there. What Hall of Fame guys do you play against?
Me?
Yeah.
Against? Played against Griffey, played against I'm trying to think who else has gone in
What did
recently.
you do against Griffey? Same division. Well, no, it wouldn't have been same division.
When he was with the Reds, actually.
Yeah, he would have been with the Reds.
Played with Frank Thomas.
That's
Mike
right.
Piazza. Miggy.
Don't you say Frank Thomas on roids. It's blasphemous. Yeah, Giambi would have been.
Giambi teammate.
He's got to be a manager someday.
Yeah, I was just saying that he's
Cheater.
a dark horse candidate for the White Sox job. People have floated his name out there.
Who?
Giambi. It won't happen, but he
Managed the Chicago White Sox?
Yeah, it's nothing serious. It's just like not whispers like that they're considering it. It's like some fans are calling for it because they think that he has like managerial pedigree or something.
Hey.
Yeah, that's all Frank Thomas was. He's a generational hitter.
Is Kenley Jansen getting ready to punch out the side like old Buck just said?
He looks pissed.
I actually kind of like Mark DeRosa.
0.
Oh, if he did roids, he would have hit. We actually asked him this. If he hit, how many home runs he'd hit in a season if he did steroids? He said 80.
Who?
Thomas.
He's a mountain of a man.
Just a huge fucking.
We had a bar in a northern suburb of Chicago like 3 summers ago, and I was
94 for Kinley.
And it's the city that he lives in on the North Shore. And I looked at him like, "You're Frank Thomas," or I said, "You're the Big Hurt," and he goes, "Yup." And he was sitting there pissing. I'm like staring at him like a weirdo.
Yeah, that's a weirdo.
Yeah, but it's like my idol growing up. Like
time's games tomorrow?
What did I say? Fucking 4 and 8. We got Game 7. Game 6 of this series is at 4:38 Eastern. Game 7, Astros Rays at 8:37.
All right, so we'll probably jump in again towards the end of Game 6 for the start of Game 7. Game fucking 7. Game fucking 7. Oh my God. Oh.
Thank you, Bryn, for your tireless work on a weekend.
Bryn.
Appreciate it. Everyone in the chat, thank Bryn.
Thank you, Brad.
We'll be back tomorrow, like Dallas said, for the end of Game 6 to start Game 7.
Game fucking 7.
Yep. So we'll see.
See you there.
All right.
Have a good rest of the night, fellas. See you, chat.
Later.
Out.